Hello, guys, gals, and pals, and welcome back to the Disaster Tour. I'm your Disaster Tour Guide, PT, and today we're taking another wonderful adventure into the world of Sylvanaria. We have our wonderful heroes, a boat, and it's about time we played another game.
Not a boat. I'm an Isaac.
You're about to be a corpse.
Oh, shit.
Fucking try me.
Alright, but I don't have a question. So first things first, we're gonna have all
question.
of our... Oh, you have a question? Okay, we
Yes,
might not
Rose's
roll.
got a
What's your question?
What divergent, whatever it was, subclass are you?
No.
What?
I'm gonna
Alright,
counter
so
argument.
I go
Okay, I have
first.
another question.
I-
No,
I'm
I have
going
another
first.
question.
No,
I have another one.
What's your other
I
one?
have another one. What is your character's zodiac sign?
For God's sake.
Okay,
stop
that one I'm
being-
down for. That one I'm down for. Just because I know they don't know them. First, we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from Zrea, played by...
It's me. Isaac. I got that one.
God,
Yeah.
same.
10 out of 10. I'll give you
I was worried.
participation.
And my divergent class is neuro.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough.
But what's your character's zodiac sign?
Yeah.
Definitely a Virgo.
Mm.
Interesting. I can see that recently. In the past, I would say no, but recently he's had some Virgo moments.
I would have I would have assigned
Definitely.
him Sagittarius.
I don't
Somebody
know,
in
what
chat
is
wants to know
Sagittarius?
if they have permission to make Elliot Husbando fan art.
I'm pretty sure you always do.
You always have permission to make fan art. As long as it's not... If the fan art doesn't violate TOS, you can make it.
Permission
Yeah.
has never stopped me.
that's
No
You
gratuity.
own the art for all the characters, so... And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, the Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie, when Rosie CS on the intranet. Lyra is, well, definitely erudite first. And then secondly, I feel like she's a Virgo. I feel like Lyra's the classic Virgo. But also I don't know that many signs. Aquarius?
Look, I already picked girl. All I know is Virgo's the one I know, and so that's it. That's what I got.
Virgo's the one I know.
Virgo, I feel okay. The stereotype of Virgo is like has everything together, is like super organized, but to like an annoying degree.
Yes.
And I'm real life me is a Taurus, and we're stubborn, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, those earth signs typically are.
Yes.
Are you saying the thing you associate with, or the thing that associates with your birth month?
With Taurus, people are like they're stubborn.
Alright, and then
I
we
don't
have...
But they're also
do you say
fiercely
you're a
loyal.
Taurus because you think you're a
I-
Taurus? Or do you
No,
say you're a
'cause-
Taurus? Or do you
no,
say
no,
you're
'cause I
stubborn
was
because
born-
of your
oh.
birthday?
Oh,
That
wait,
was
that's
my
a good
question.
question.
What
No,
would
it's
you
because of
assign
my
yourself?
I would assign myself. I feel closer to Virgo than I do to Taurus, so I'd assign myself a Virgo, but by birth month, I'm a Taurus.
Alright,
There you go.
and then
I
we
think
have...
I might be a Virgo rising.
And then we have News and World Walker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Olfast, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. Are we doing? Wait, so we're giving our characters sign now? That's what
Yes.
we're doing. Okay. I mean, I feel like Taurus is too on the nose. I also think I want to verge Aries for Newson, but I don't think she's quite that chaotic. Like, I hate that Taurus kind of fits her because it's too on the nose for a Minotaur.
I was thinking Leo.
Leo's like to be the
Yeah.
center of attention, though. Newson constantly avoids that.
Yeah, but you're also so hot-headed.
That you're constantly the
That's
center of
true, that's
attention
true.
anyways. You may not strive to be the center of attention.
But
Maybe
you are.
like,
But you
maybe
are.
like,
Aren't we about to have a whole, like, emotional conversation because you're the center of Lulin's attention?
Oh God.
Oh, I forgot that's where we're starting. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I know. I have not forgotten. I've got my water. I've got my fucking hold on. I got my fucking tea here, ready to go.
Oh, I've got the tea. I've got the tea ready to go. Don't you worry.
What the fuck is the trait sturdy supposed to mean? What
You
when you
live on
say
one
someone
point.
is sturdy,
Are you living in
like
Paris?
you're very steadfast.
I
And
would
then
be a
last,
Taurus.
but certainly not least, we
I would
have
describe you as
Lulin Bold.
sturdy, like a
God.
table.
Thank you. I take that as a great
And
compliment.
then we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Druidin Minotaur from Olfast, played by...
Well, you struggled on that. It's me, Brambo. Before I answer, I have great news for everybody. I started my new job today.
Let's go.
I'm no longer
Brando
on
on
night shift,
day
and I
shift
no longer
now,
feel
baby.
like I'm dying.
Woo!
Yeah, we get more Brando time. Brando's back on all of our schedules now.
Welcome back to regular society.
Welcome back to life.
Yeah.
I've just remembered the quote. I'm a Gemini. Sorry, go on.
I don't know what Lulu would be, because I know fuck all about this shit. I'm a
I
Capricorn,
think you're.
which makes fucking sense for me.
Yeah.
I think
However-
No.
Lulin being a Taurus is kind of dead on.
Not Leo.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's not a Leo. You're just now you're just parroting the only other sign that you know.
And,
Hey, I'm reading more of them.
and as always, everybody, I'm PT and I'm a bastard. So let's get right into the game. All right, last week on Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, our party, along with
Aquarius would be good for Lulin.
last week,
Self-reliant and optimistic.
they boarded the Steady Grip, the ship of Captain Kittred Valiant Eye. Once aboard the Steady Grip, everybody kind of split off their own separate ways. Everybody went to dinner when Newson realized that her idol might not like her as much as she likes her idol, and was promptly given the task, go clean everybody's rooms, while everybody else was given tasks that were actually befitting their skill sets. Nom went down to the basement and got blackout drunk with Kaylin. Lyra was talking shit on Valiant Eye when one of her crew members caught them and basically told her, we're not gonna kill you, but something could.
Lyra said, might be.
Yeah, Lyra said, do something about it, and they just kind of looked over like, we'll see. Newson had a very heartfelt conversation with Elliot, in the middle of which Elliot saw a ghost for the second time. And then they carried Brennan off to bed. And then Lulin, where we ended and where we're picking up, went to talk to Kittred. Dun dun dun.
You guys ever tried to draw a question mark with your mouse?
Yes.
It's a hard one.
Yeah,
Somebody's upset
art lady,
today.
you do not get to judge. You have an entirely different skill set.
I mean, there's a big portion of a circle in there, which is pretty hard for most people.
Isaac, can you draw a circle? Because I cannot.
Yeah, it's called Circle Tool. You
Well-
pick the center, and then you pick the
You know
edge.
what? I hope the next time you have to make a question mark, you make the whole thing in
Let me
paint using
just-
your
let me
circle
just-
tool, and then you just copy paste it into
Just
whatever
shit.
document you're working on.
Let me just Disney Channel this shit.
But
Yeah, exactly.
we pick up with Lulin sitting in Kittred's quarters as they're both drinking, sitting across the table from each other.
I genuinely don't remember what was the last sentence that we left off on.
I think you were just talking about Brave Apple.
Yeah.
Oh no, you had just lied and told her that you got kicked out.
I don't think I know. That's not a lie. That's been built since my backstory. Since day one.
I thought Newson got kicked out and you left with her.
No. Me being kicked out has been in my backstory since day one.
Hmm.
So who's lying to who now?
It's an NPC. Whatever their brain thinks is what is reality now.
I was gonna say Lulu wouldn't lie.
She's sitting across from you, and she has finished her first bottle and is well into the second.
Yeah.
Do you ever regret staying?
Sometimes.
When?
If I regret staying, I want to live the life I did. I want to know what outcomes would have changed or happened. Could have been worse, could have been better. I don't know.
I think it would have been better. I
But
regret
Lulu,
not
could've,
trying harder to get you to leave. Every time I look over to celebrate a victory and you're not there. Every time I reach up for a hand, somebody else grabs it but yours. I regret that I didn't just knock you over the head and take you with me sometimes.
Well, you did try that.
I didn't use it.
And unfortunately, I do have a strong head.
Well, I think it's all the hair. It has to act as some sort of padding. You know, if you wear it
Lulu,
down like mine.
Lulu lifts his bangs. From my understanding, you hit me here.
You had a lot of hair. Maybe I didn't hit you hard enough. Maybe if I had, you might have seen sense. I mean, Lulin, you could have had a name. You could have been in every battle. We could have fought together, just like we always talked about growing up.
Lulin's gonna take a drink. I know. Yet I still want that dream. It doesn't mean that we still can't have that.
Can't we? Look at where we're sailing to.
Yeah. What better fitting to, have the person I love the most in front of my family who doesn't like them.
Well, that's true. But
I'm only seeing positive things. Currently. Ask me this question again when we get to the battlefield. And the Lulin smiles and puts his hand on her on her leg and just pats it.
She moves her leg out from under your hand.
Lulin retracts it.
As she kind of stands up. And she looks at you. And she says, I always admired that about you. We're driven, focused. But I want to make something. And you're just talking about being together at the next place where we can go to do the opposite. I don't want a future with you anymore that is battles and war. I don't care about honor anymore. I want to be able to go anywhere in the world and know that you're there safe at home waiting for me, or with me, or that we're safe together. But if you're going to keep running off and, well, helping people, which is who you are, I'm not going to deal with the worry of hoping you're safe forever. I want to protect you, and I know you want to protect everyone else. But if you die, you can't help anyone. And we've already seen what this thing can do to our loved ones. I just don't want anything to take you away from me.
Lulin's gonna choke up a bit. He's gonna smile and he's gonna wipe his eyes. Then I hope to have you're back on the battlefield as much as you have mine. I don't want honor anymore. I'm not about that anymore. After I've stopped caring about pleasing anybody that's even close to family. I know what I need to do, and I know what I have to do, and that's just to help people survive. I mean, I've seen Stipvale fall to the ground.
She looks at you as she stands up and she walks around in front of you. She places a hand on the side of your face. Just because there are lies you tell yourself doesn't hurt anymore. You haven't stopped caring about your family or how they look up to you. She kind of looks out at the door, and faintly through one of the windows you can see Lyra still on the bridge using magic to blow the sails. She smiles sadly. Your family's just changed. I know that you have to go with these people. They're your family. You need to protect them because you think nobody else will. But when it's over, you're going to come back to this ship, and we'll chart a course for a better life. Agreed?
Loon's gonna lean back in his chair, kind of like look behind her, or like look like this. Chat can't see me. Y'all can. Yeah, chat. They know my face. Fuck you. He's just gonna look back. You know, you don't have to say that. I was planning on doing it already. I kind of wanted to make it a surprise. I was talking to the man to hopefully get a barrel my size, but now the cat's out of the bag.
Well, I think we've both had enough surprises for one lifetime. And she kind of removes the hand lightly, and she pats you on the side of the face and says, "Now get out of my quarters. It's unbecoming of a captain to have debutantes."
Lulin smiles. He's going to hand her his flask of Appleseed. He's going to hand her something that's wrapped up. Not like nice paper or anything, but just something nice and wrapped up. I guarantee to make that promise it'll come back and be on your ship.
You better. Because there's not a plane on this world that I wouldn't follow you to get you back.
Lulin will stand up. Salute her. See you in the morning.
When you salute her, she steps forward and grabs your chin, and then pulls your head down and lays her forehead against yours.
Lulin's going to follow suit. Do a little cow nuzzle.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, with that erection.
Brando's allspark's dying.
Oh, oof. Am I good?
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, Lulin's gonna do a little nuzzle. And then just reply, I don't think somebody wants me to leave that door. Just a little peck on the nose.
She leans back and says, "Oh, you're still in trouble." And then pushes you out the door and closes it.
Lulin, looking through the porthole, Lulin stumbles, catches himself on the banister, looks through the hole, and just mouths "Love you." Heads to his quarters. Well, he's probably going to walk to Lyra. After that.
Lyra's doing the sails. Actually, she's coaching her elemental to take over at some point because she's kind of tired. So she's like, "Okay, you have to do it like this."
Lulin's just like sitting there, like red as a fireball, He's just looking up, and he's like, I didn't know you can control wind magic.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm reading all the time, so sometimes I just pick up things every once in a while. How are you? Do you have a fever? Are you okay?
I'm all right.
You're like so red.
I'm aware.
Okay. I'm not a doctor. I guess you're kind of a doctor, so you would know, I think.
You feel like it's good, Red. It's fine.
Okay. If you had got a sunburn, I might have some aloe or something.
I appreciate that, but I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could do this. This is cool.
Yeah, I guess it's not only fire, although I like a spot of fire. But anyway, yeah. Actually, it's good that you're out here. I kind of wanted to talk to you about something. You noticed how, the captain was...
Put a finger up to his mouth and just nod his head.
Okay, yeah. Nuzen's just not feeling great about it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. As long as you're aware of all that. Also, I was kind of, really up in arms about it, and I thought it was kind of unfair to, yeah. Anyway, so I was kind of bad-mouthing her a little bit. And one of the crew threatened me a little bit, but I think it's fine. I think it'll be okay, just so you're aware.
As much as I'm proud for you for speaking your mouth, this is not our home.
Yeah.
We have no rules here.
Well, I mean, rules.
They probably won't. So this is not our house.
Yeah.
However, I am proud of you.
You're mad at me?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, proud of me. Oh, thank you. I was like, you're mad. Okay. Phew. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Just so you know, if I'm drowning or something, they would probably not help me. So as long as you're on that, I'm good to go. So yeah.
I'm gonna run down to the kitchen, and I'm gonna make myself a snack or something. Do you want anything?
Yeah. If they have any sort of lemons or oranges. I hear you can get scurvy on boats, and I'm a little nervous.
Scurvy doesn't take one day.
Okay, just maybe.
I'll bring you a couple of orange slices.
Thank you.
Put it down there, but scurvy takes more than one day.
I will bring my scurvy anxiety into everything I do, okay?
I
can't believe you would make that canon in and out of character.
Alright, I don't remember the last time I had an orange, so...
Oh my god, going in orange! Oh my god,
Right.
actually not
Yeah,
a lemon.
well,
I don't think lemons work.
Yeah, Isaac, well, when was the last time you had a potato? Because potatoes have enough vitamin C to prevent you from getting scurvy.
I'm not gonna lie, not recently.
Oh my god! Go eat a vegetable.
Go eat a vegetable.
Oh goodness gracious! Yeah, Lilith's gonna go downstairs. I don't know. He's probably gonna make a pie or something. He's probably gonna make whatever Valley and I would like as a dessert. What he remembers. Not necessarily get brownie points, but just he's good mood.
I like the sentiment, but I feel like Lulin would also know that Valiant Eye has been drinking her dessert for the last half hour.
Yes.
I think this is a pre-prep suggestion.
Getting ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. Bring a little baby slice up for the night.
Nice.
Just to remind somebody of what cooking is actually like. Quality baked goods.
I guess.
So everybody goes to bed for the night. And the next morning, most of you are awoken as you realize that you have been strategically positioned on the ship so that you are on the sunrise side of the ship. As the sun comes through the portholes and almost intentionally seems to hit exactly where the head of each bed is.
Hmm.
I have a quick question. Was Lyra ever, like, relieved of her position, or is she just out there still?
When you set the elemental up and left, nobody stopped you, and the ship kept moving, so nobody seemed angry.
Okay.
Would she have left without being
But I
told
would
to
have-
leave?
I don't know if she would have, because she has to recast every hour, so she would take hour breaks, but I think she did not.
We can
not
say
get a
we
long
can
rest.
say after a you wouldn't have a long rest, you'd have a short rest.
Yeah, she did not get a long rest because she is.
But you
messing
did get
with
a
stuff.
short rest. So if you want to roll, I
Okay.
think you have all your stuff besides your higher level spells because of that.
Yeah, I'm fine. I can do a little arcane recovery.
I did choose to roll a Constitution save because
Yeah.
Cowman sleep long time unless awoken.
How man sleep long
You
time.
can sleep right through it, Lulin.
Yeah.
In fact,
Sorry, quick question. Do I have exhaustion?
no.
No?
Negative. You do not have exhaustion. Actually, we'll say because it's a cantrip and it's just a pretty thing. Once you casted your elemental, we'll say you got a full night's rest. We'll say that after
Okay.
your first hour of elemental was up, somebody came and relieved you from the ship's crew.
Okay.
Or we can just say that the wind picked up. Regardless, you got a full night's rest.
Okay. Whatever you want to do. I'm down.
But everybody except for Lulin wakes up early in the morning.
It also kind of makes sense because Lulu would stay up a bit throughout the night and just think.
Oh, Newsin, are you up? It's very
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah. I got the blinding sunlight in my eyes too.
Yeah, I think I'm blind forever. I think I might have scurvy.
What? What scurvy? We've been on the ocean for one night.
I know.
You
and
literally
actually, Lily,
ate. We ate vegetables literally before we left and teleported here. It's been less than 24 hours.
and also Lulin gave me some orange slices last night, so I
Yeah,
think I'm okay.
fine. You'll
Just,
be okay.
I was really scared when I woke up like blind. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
anyway.
I get it. We'll get
Yeah.
like maybe we can get you something to like rest over your eyes so you're not like blinded every morning and panicking about scurvy,
Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah, like a mask you can wear while you sleep.
Yeah, we should all get one because this is a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I might need to go check the sails and make sure, relieve the person who's there right now. But maybe I'll just set my elemental going and we can get some breakfast or something after.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See.
I'll just come with you. I mean, why not? I don't have anything.
Great. Yeah.
My cleaning job was done. I'm sure the moment that I get spotted, it will begin again. But I can at least enjoy a little bit of time.
Yeah. I bet it's pretty up there. Sunrise on the ocean.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We really only saw it in the inky black of night, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Lyra's gonna go up and relieve the person on duty right now.
When you go up, you see that nobody is currently on duty pushing the sails. There's just wind caught in them. They are full steam. They are fully pushed ahead by the normal wind. But you do see Ember and the water genasi that you haven't had a conversation with yet, talking kind of just on the platform. Kind of just like in case the wind dies, they're already there.
I'll say, hey, hi. I don't think we've formally been introduced. I'm Lyra. I'm also on sail duty.
You watch as the female water genasi kind of turns and looks at you, and she gives you one down and one up, and then looks over at Ember, and Ember just nods. And she walks down off the platform and says, just do your job and just shoulders you out of the way as she heads to the front of the boat.
Can I do a dex to see if I can get out of the way of that?
Sure. Give me a dex save.
Awesome. Let's see.
Also,
Lyra's not
I
good
would
at
have been
that.
with Lyra, probably walking behind her. So if I caught that, I would, like, Nuzin would step in to kind of shoulder them back for certain.
Well, so, Lyra, you manage to step out of the way, and Nuzin, you step in, and this water genasi stops in front of you
Mm-hmm.
and looks up at you. And just raises an eyebrow.
You know, you should probably watch where you're going. You might trip someone and make them fall overboard.
At least if I fall overboard, I know how to swim.
Lyra's gonna look into Nuzin's eyes and say, like, Nuzin, do you not know how to swim? I thought we learned on the beach. Or did we go?
It's not that I can't swim, it's that the hooves aren't exactly good for swimming.
Got it. Okay,
Also,
no
like,
worries,
muscle
sorry.
is very dense, so you know,
Yeah.
floating is
Okay.
hard.
While you two are
okay.
staring into each other's eyes, this water genasi just dips around Nuzin and walks back off towards the prow.
Anyway, I was gonna
Nuzin
say,
snorts
the
after them.
Is the fire genasi still here?
The air genasi is still standing on the platform.
Oh, air.
Yeah.
Their name
I
is
was gonna say-
Ember, but they're air. It's
Their
very
full name is
diminutive.
Ember Windrider.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
It's all about subverting expectations.
Writer. Okay. Anyway, she's gonna say, I could, if you want to take a break, I could set my elemental up just to like watch the sails, if you want.
I think we're good right now. Wind's good.
Alrighty.
Good direction. I'll let you know if we need to make any quick adjustments.
Okay, sounds good. Well, and then she'll turn to Nuzin and go, well, do you want to get breakfast then?
Sure. Lulin's in charge of cooking, and he's not up yet, so I don't think breakfast exists
Oh.
yet.
We could each have a whole orange.
I will eat a whole orange if it will make you feel better, okay?
That would make me feel a lot better.
Okay,
yes.
let's go get oranges from the kitchen.
Lyra's gonna like actually give someone scurvy because she's gonna eat all the.
So
There won't be.
the two of you head downstairs. And the two of you head downstairs, and when you get down there, Allrond is sitting at the table with just papers spread out in front of him. And when he looks up and sees you coming in, he just bundles them all up real quick. Hi, guys!
Hey, that's so not suspicious at all.
I'm
what are you
working on
doing?
something. It's a surprise.
Okay, that's kind of exciting. Okay, I will look. Lyra's like, we need some oranges.
What's an orange?
Oh God. Okay, so there's this thing called scurvy.
Oh,
And
that's
they're
fine.
gonna
I can't get
explain-
sick.
Can you get a vitamin deficiency?
I don't know. That sounds like sick.
Yeah. I still think I'll get you some orange slices. They're tasty, if nothing else. Or have your gums been bleeding recently?
You gotta. I'm sorry. I was listening to Sky like ponder to herself. What was that sentence you just said?
Have your gums been
gums-
bleeding recently?
Only when I get hit in the face.
So okay,
He
you're
just kind of
probably
nods
okay.
in agreement and is like, yeah, same.
Okay, you're probably fine. Probably fine.
Lulin's never waking up.
Lulin is never waking up.
Oh God.
I'm fine. Chat, I'm okay. Don't worry. As you kind of head past him, he scoops all the papers up and, like, goes to, like, run off to his room with them. And he does not cleanly scoop all of them up. So more than one just falls out behind him and lands in the hallway.
Well,
So, okay, I know I said I like surprises,
I'll pick it up.
I like
Here.
snooping more.
I was gonna say I can pick it up and look at it and then tell you whether it's worth knowing or not.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay, cool. Music goes over and picks up the accidentally discarded papers.
Newsen, this is the weirdest puzzle you've ever seen, because you absolutely do not understand what a mechanical diagram looks like. So this is just the weirdest puzzle you've ever seen. Clearly, it's just roll me an insight check, actually.
Okay. Something actually, that was a pretty good roll for me.
I mean, you recognize like cogs and gears and stuff in this, but you can't make any sense of what it all does together.
Does it look hand drawn?
It does look hand drawn.
Okay. I think Alrond is drawing us something. This looks like, I think he's taken up art. The Newson's like looking at this, like kind of turning it over. Like,
is it like a picture of us?
No, it's not of us. It looks like it looks like something that guy had. Did you meet him? I think you did.
The guy with the crab?
Yeah, with the crab thing.
Yeah.
This looks like something that he would have. Like, it looked like, what was like plastered all over his room.
Maybe I better take a look.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was not better at assessing what this is about.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
And she passes over the papers.
Roll me. Lyra, these designs look somewhat familiar, almost as if they were designs of your engine drawn from memory.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna blow us all to hell. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna gather the rest of the stuff that's up from, just gather the stuff up from the ground. And I'm gonna knock on wherever Allround went. I'm gonna knock on his door.
I assume he's in the group quarters with the rest of us.
1 second, and you just hear, papers and all that get very clearly being crumpled and shoved in something.
Yeah. Hey, but you kind of, okay. Hey, so you dropped some of those, I mean, look, I really don't think you should try to make my engine.
I'm not trying to make your engine. Thanks, so. And he just takes the papers and shoves them into a bag with the rest of them.
Why do you need schematics of it? If you want it, I can. I know they're in here.
It's okay. Those are old. I'm way past that point already.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're gonna spoil the surprise, but I can just show you.
Okay. I love secrets.
We should probably go.
Newson is standing in the kitchen eating an orange on her own.
We should probably go above deck though.
Okay.
You go get whoever you want to see.
Do you have safety measures in hand?
I have safety measures built for my hand.
God damn.
Okay, I'm gonna. I can set us up a.
Lulin, you wake up.
I recently learned this thing called Globe of Invulnerability, so I think we should do one of those.
Oh no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It should
be fine. It'll probably be fine.
Hey,
you're the one spoiling the surprise.
Sorry. Okay, well
if I get hurt, it's because it's not done yet.
Okay, we can wait.
No, now I want to show you. Go get everybody and take them up to the deck. Anybody you want to see.
God.
I just need Ephraim and Sumter to get back with one part.
We can wait for that. I think we should wait for that, actually.
He kind of looks out the window and goes, no, sun's up. They should be back soon. We jumped off the boat 9 hours ago? It's like a 3-hour trip from shore. They should be back soon.
Okay, I'm still going to cast my spell, though, and I really think we should put it inside the thing.
Well, can I go inside the thing, too?
Well, actually, let me read the spell. A barrier, 10-foot radius... around me. Okay, so we need all the bystanders in my globe of invulnerability. So I can let you in, I think.
Well, No, but I have to be with the thing.
Well, I can at least protect the bystanders.
Okay. I mean, if you think that's necessary.
Well, obviously I don't know what the surprise is, but my brain is saying it's very necessary, more necessary than the oranges, actually, and I was very certain that was necessary.
I still don't get why oranges are
yeah.
important, but okay.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
I mean, the juice just makes everything sticky.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go get everybody. Lyra's gonna run around.
You will see Lulin running like a linebacker to the kitchen.
So I'd like to know, there is one hallway on the lower part of the ship. You're not gonna see him. Roll me a dex check to get out of the way.
Lulin's cold sweating, panicked. Fuck. Lulin's...
Lulin, okay, bye, Lulin.
Lulin, when you make it to the kitchen, inside you see that a ton of food has already been prepared, and Dulana is just like, she like looks up and she goes, "I need a mango," and the vine in front of her grows one, and she picks it off and starts cutting it. Oh, hello, dear.
Runs in, you just hear a skirt from like the hooves stopping. Lulin looks down, it's like all scratching. Fuck. Cast mending. Good morning.
Good. What's the rush? I mean, what's the rush? You don't have to be in here till dinner.
Lulin looks up. Well, nobody told me that.
Oh.
I was told I was on kitchen duty.
I mean, you're welcome to clean the dishes if you want to. I'll clean them after dinner. We can I'll cook breakfast, you cook dinner, and then whoever's after does dishes. That way you don't have to wake up super early.
That's fine.
You know, a growing boy like you needs your sleep, and she walks by and pats you on the shoulder.
I appreciate it, but what are you making this morning?
Fruit salad.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's very important that everybody gets their vitamin C.
Yeah. I'm very aware. I've been on this ship a couple of times.
At that point, you hear Lyra run out to grab Newson. And I'm assuming Lyra, when you're running down the hall, the door opens and Elliot's standing there. How does Elliot look? Is he still like half asleep?
Wait, where am I standing?
In the door to your room.
Oh, no, he's pretty well awake. I think he would have been reading in the morning, his spell books.
Okay, so you open your door as Lyra, like, runs by.
Hey, Elliot, Allround has
Walk
a
by the
surprise.
pool.
What?
Don't run in the halls.
What? We're not in the
It's dangerous.
We're not near a pool.
Yeah, but the surfaces are all damp. Everything's always damp at the ocean.
Are you okay?
I don't like... You'll notice that, like, Elliot's hair is a little frizzier. And it's just... It's fine. It's just the salt water. It's bad for the hair.
Yeah. I can try to prestidigitate if you want me to.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
You were complaining about something, Allrond?
Oh, yeah. So Allrond was like, well, okay, I think he has a big dangerous machine that he wants us to surprise us with, and he wants us to go upstairs and like do it.
Why do you think it's dangerous?
Mostly because I saw so we had all these papers that were all sort of like weird the ones I picked up were like copies of my machine. And then he was like, "No, I'm way past that state." I don't know. But
yeah, but wasn't yours supposed to be like an engine?
Yeah. I mean mine blew up though, like.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be an engine.
Yeah.
And so maybe he's made it safer?
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking is that I do a globe of invulnerability over us.
Why don't we just wait till we're off of a ship?
Because he's showing us now, and I was like, we could wait.
Why is he showing us now?
I don't. Well, okay, I did. I was a little bit nosy, and then that got him really excited
were
to show us right
nosy?
now. Yeah, well, because it was my drawing, and so I wanted to know why he was trying to draw it, or like I could draw him a better schematic probably if it was for
Yeah, but
something.
how
Like,
did you see that it was your drawing?
I mean, it's. I mean, look, it's my machine.
How did you
And
get this paper?
It felt he was gathering up all of his papers
Oh,
and
I
he
see.
dropped
All right.
it. Yeah.
This is only medium nosy then. That's acceptable.
Yeah, he
sounds
did
good.
leave it there. Okay.
As Elliot heads towards the back of the ship.
Okay, we're gonna cast the Globe of Invulnerability and maybe some other stuff too.
Yeah, that's
Do
good.
you have shields?
You got it.
You all have
Okay.
to pass through the room with Newson to get to the top of the ship.
Wait up, Elliot. I have to go that way. Why are you walking so fast?
Elliot is not walking towards the front of the ship where the stairs are. He's going to the back.
That's the wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna go this way.
So Elliot, you get to the back of the ship, and Brennan is like leaned over the rail, just looking off the back of the ship.
I thought I might find you here.
How's it
You
going,
good,
kid?
bro? About the same as it was going yesterday.
Well, I feel way better, so I appreciate the pick me up.
Oh, well, just let me know. I think that we kind of owe you.
For what?
Especially, well, you've paid for the voyage, one.
No, I didn't pay for
apparently.
it. Pharaoh did.
Oh,
I guess
well.
I technically paid for it. He left me his house and his money and told me what I had to spend it on, so I guess technically I paid for it, but...
Yeah, it seems like you paid for it.
Do you know anyone who would pay for a castle? Seems a little grandiose for me.
I don't know anyone who would pay for a castle.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're the only elven noble I know besides your uncle. So I figured I'd
I mean,
ask
I could
you
always,
first.
poke around, but not many nobles want to live on the college campus. It's, considered slightly hazardous. I don't know if you know. I mean, no offense to the head of security or anything, but...
He kind of, like, you watch the mask just tilt over and look at you. Well,
Well, I mean,
they're just letting anyone in.
well, yeah. That's part of the problem. I guess.
It's okay. I was there before it was a college, so, blame them, not
that's
me.
fair. Oh, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying.
Do you have something you wanted to talk about?
No. Mostly just, avoiding something about sales, I guess. I don't really know.
What?
Well, I don't know. There was something about the sales and, that me being responsible for them, but also Lyra's responsible for them, so she'll take care of them, and, I don't want to actually have to, learn how to sail a boat, because that seems hard.
He kind of looks back towards the back of the ship and he goes, "Do you feel that hitting your face, Elliot? What do you think that is?"
A draft?
It's called wind, and it makes boats go fast. So I don't think they need anyone
Okay.
on the sails right now. I think you're avoiding a task that you don't need to do.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I can't be too sure. I can't feel the wind on my face.
That's what I thought. Anyways. What other things do you have to spend your cash money on?
Do I have to? The last message was, and I quote, "Have a good time."
Oh, fuck yeah.
So maybe I'll give it to a charity or something.
Yeah, that works, I guess. It's not really in the spirit of Pharaoh, but I do understand.
He told me to have a fun time.
I know. I support that. Carry on.
I mean, how much of it do you want?
No, I don't want any of it. I think if you want to give it to a charity, you should definitely give it to a charity. Especially if it bring you happiness. I think that was mostly his goal.
I don't think happiness is the word I'd use.
But fun. Fun is the goal, is it not?
Do I strike you like a man who's had fun?
You want me to teach you how to have fun?
Why not? What's the first step to us having fun?
A prank is usually a pretty good start.
Who are we pranking?
Well, it needs to be someone who would sort of get it, so I think probably someone in my party.
Okay. So what's the plan of attack for a prank?
Well, careful, it's not an actual attack. But we need... I think it would be fun to convince... Let me think. Ooh, a good prank might be replacing some of Lulin's cooking materials. You know, just switch a label or two. Suddenly salt is sugar. You know, basil is oregano. What are you gonna do?
That sounds like a great idea until the rest of the crew kills us in retaliation for the heinous actions we've taken against their chef.
I don't think they'd do that.
You've never been on a boat before, have you? You don't.
I've been on little boats.
Did they teach you not to mess with the food?
Well, there wasn't really food. It was mostly day trip stuff, I guess.
I'll give you some time to think of something.
Okay.
By I'll give you some
good.
time to think of something, I mean you should take some time and go think about something.
Fine. I'll go think about it, I guess.
All right.
As Elliot sort of walks back towards his room.
So Elliot, you walk back towards your room. And as you get back to your room, you see Lyra and Nuzin still frantically having a conversation in the dining room. You're muted.
You're muted, Rosie.
Damn.
Hard muted.
Damn.
So, you
We're
were
talking
saying.
some mad smack.
Wow, I'm so mad. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so it's like a machine, I think, and I'm gonna cast Globe of Invulnerability. Or actually, now that I think about it, I think that was only spell things. So I think I'm gonna cast Lehman's Tiny Hut around all of us, and so then we can observe the thing.
I mean, we don't actually know what it is yet, right?
Yeah, but I know it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's only dangerous because the original version that you made blew up, though, right?
Yeah, and all tech like that is dangerous. And also, I don't know, Alron never, or actually, this is a good question. Do I ever remember Alron having an interest?
You and Alron went to the same school up until you left for the college, and he may have looked like a slack-off, but he got perfect grades.
Okay, so actually, okay, it's not out of the realm of possibility that he could have done this better than I did it, especially, not at 16 years old. But I want to be safe anyway, and there's really no harm in casting Lehman's Tiny Hut. We can still see through and all that,
Yeah, I mean, we could always behave reactionarily if we need to,
Lehman's Tiny Hut is 10 minutes to cast.
Well, yeah, probably not that one, but we don't even know what it is. We just know that it has an engine.
I'd rather be prepared.
Well, you can prepare to cast something that'll stop it.
Elliot. Elliot, I really think I should cast Lemon's tiny hut. What do you think?
Are you shouting towards his room?
Well, you just walked in, didn't you?
He's
No, you
walking
went
up
towards his
the
room.
hallway.
Oh.
So stairs
catch
to the
you,
front
I
of the
see
ship.
you.
So to put it in perspective, stairs to the front of the ship, galley, kitchen, together, rooms, back of the ship.
So can you not walk on the top deck across the whole ship?
You can,
Okay.
but the big staircase is where you guys are at the prow of the ship.
Okay.
And actually, I guess you wouldn't be able to get up from above the rooms, because above the rooms are Valiantized quarters. So there wouldn't be a staircase at the back.
So you have to walk to the back of the ship over the upper decks.
No, the back of the ship is a balcony that's behind the rooms. It had the overhang for the balcony is the rest of her quarters.
Okay.
So
I am so confused about
That's-
the layout
I
of this ship.
I'm just gonna theater of the mind it. You know, it's just a ship, and there's a hallway right now. So
The ship is all one hallway currently in my mind, which does not make a lick of sense.
that's okay.
just the lower section of the ship is one hallway.
Mm-hmm.
The upper deck is the upper deck, and then the raised part where the wheel is.
Uh-huh.
And that raised part where the wheel is above Valiantized quarters, which are directly above the balcony on the back of the ship.
Okay.
Anyway,
And then it's just a
does
straight
Elliot
shot
walk in
from the
or-
balcony to the stairs to the front of the ship.
Sure.
Cool.
So does Elliot walk in at any point, or is he just waiting in the hallway?
He's walking down the hallway.
Once again, he walks towards his room.
Oh wait.
His room.
Oh, his room. Okay, never mind. I feel like
I guess we just tell Alron that it's just us two.
yeah. I mean, I guess I'll tell Lulin. I need to tell Lulin still. And I guess anybody else who wants to come. I don't know. Where's Lulin? We're in the kitchen, so we must have seen him come
Yeah,
in.
you can
right?
see Lulin in the kitchen still.
Yeah.
Lulin is on a bio brick though.
Oh, gotcha.
As you're discussing your plans for a safe test run of this, whatever it is, you hear two sets of thumps on the top deck, and Ephraim and Sumter walk down holding a crate, and as they see you, Ephraim just goes, "Oh, hello," and like puts it behind his back rather than carrying it from the side and like blocks it.
You don't have to hide it. Alron already dropped like a chunk of the schematics in front of us. I mean, we don't know what it
drop
is.
it on the ground.
but yeah.
Anybody says he's good. Okay, wait. I have a question though. It's not to spoil the surprise or anything. Just like, how dangerous is this? I really want to cast a Liamon's tiny hut over the bystanders.
What did Alron tell you?
I
Alron told us
saw-
it was a surprise.
I saw a schematic of my thing that blew up.
Oh yeah, he was really interested in the explosion part of that whole deal.
Oh God. Okay, I really think we should. I really feel like we should cast Liam. In fact, I'm gonna go upstairs and start casting it. It'll last for 9 hours. It's fine.
But
Okay,
doesn't that spell only work if everybody who's going to be inside it is inside it?
That's a good question.
You have to stay inside of it, that's for sure.
As these
I
two
know that- I
like
think I can let creatures in though.
finish coming down the stairs and still seeming like they're trying to keep you from seeing what's in this box they have, run off down the hallway to where they're staying with Alron.
Alright then. I guess I'll go to the top deck with Lyra.
And actually, you're right. I need to. So the other ones can leave if they want, but to be able to get in, I have to cast it when you're here with me.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
so
So
We'll
I
just-
guess I'll wait for
we'll just
Lulin.
wait, yeah.
Okay. I'm just
It'll
gonna be
be-
drawing some symbols as I wait on the deck.
I'm sure it'll be
In my special
fine.
check.
In the really good chalk.
The really good chalk, the vape chalk.
The vape chalk. Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
the two of you head up onto the deck and you begin casting the spell. Elliot, you hear the three bozos in the room next door just frantically talking while they're working on something. And then you just hear, "You think it's ready? Okay, we think we're good? It's ready? Okay. Oh god. I hope this doesn't fucking explode." As you hear them start picking stuff up in the other room.
Elliot will head over and ask if he can carry anything.
Oh! Yeah, can you help Ephraim and Sumter carry the blast guard?
Yeah. Sounds good.
The blast guard he's referencing seems to be just a bunch of, like, wood that they have stacked together and, like, nailed into each other with a slit cut in it.
Oh my god.
Lyra's anxiety has
Ideal.
never been so correct, okay?
So, Lyra, a couple seconds later, you see the two of them and Elliot carrying this probably, like, 250-pound just slab of shield up onto the deck and positioning it.
No, we're not using that at all. We're using Liam's tiny hut. Everybody who wants to be shielded by the hut needs to get in my circle for 10 minutes, and then after you can leave.
If we need this is a wooden boat. What's wrong with you all?
Oh no, this is for the demonstration. It's not for the thing. It's so there's no shrapnel.
We're on a boat!
They kind of just, like, turn and look at
poke
Elliot.
holes in it and sink us!
Don't sink the boat and you're good with me.
You should maybe get permission from the captain. I don't know how boats work, to be honest, but...
At this point, Ember is looking down at the five of you with just a raised eyebrow as Elrond walks up onto the deck holding a bunch of stuff wrapped in cloth.
I do not. But well, so another. Well, okay. This is kind of a bad idea because I have to still be in the hut. But if we wanted, I could cast it just around the thing that's gonna explode.
Elrond just looks at all of you, and he just looks at you, Lyra, and he goes, "Ye of little faith."
I
got faith in you, buddy.
I've had experience. Well,
everybody who trusts me implicitly, don't be a coward and stand behind the blast shield. It took us like 4 days to get all that wood.
Oh my god. Okay, anyone who wants to be behind Liamon's tiny hut, stand over here. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes casting it.
You just watch, Lyra, as Ember just casually walks down to look off the side of the ship, just so happening to be within 10 feet of you.
Got it. Nice. Okay, here we go. And Lyra's gonna cast that. Who else? Is anyone else in it? Well, I know Newson probably is, but
while you're casting it,
is Elliot in it?
No. Elliot's blast shield all the way.
As you're casting it, you see Elrond to begin unwrapping this, like, cheesecloth, and he pulls out what appear to be gauntlets and starts locking he puts them on his arms, and then you watch as he starts attaching components to them and locking them into place.
Am I recognizing any of this? Like, could I intuit what this is gonna do?
It seems like this engine would do everything you want it to. It would use power, it would build pressure, except for the fact that you don't see a clean release for the pressure, and you don't see anything that this thing would use to actually generate power.
Oh god, I'm so worried.
As you watch him, like, finish putting the gauntlets together, you watch as he starts taking rings of metal and sliding them onto the gauntlets over the top.
So,
and Lulin,
how are you?
You show up at about this point.
Hey, Lulin, come get in this circle over here.
Unless you trust me implicitly, in which case you can just stand behind it. He kind of looks over at Lulin and then at the barricade. No, that might be a little small. You might want to be in the circle.
Yeah, get over here.
I just out of character. I come back, and all I heard was "There's no release of pressure," and I had no idea what conversation we were in. I'm glad it's about mechanical things. Yeah. Lulin's gonna. Yeah. I don't think I'm fitting. And then Lulin's gonna
it's okay.
get back behind the barricade.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a Lehman's tiny hut. So you have to be in it while I cast it, but then you can go in and out.
All right. Lulin's gonna Lulin has a hand of fruit. Lulin's just gonna hand over another an orange slice to Lyra.
Oh, thanks.
As you continue watching Lyra, he pulls out more pieces and begins strapping them around his shins and calves.
Nice.
The last thing he does with Sumter and Ephraim's help is you see them start loading essentially like a tank onto his back.
Odd.
You watch as he checks a couple of gauges and he goes, "Okay, we're good." Turns around and he goes, "Hi, everybody. I'm Allrond. I made these."
Hi, Allrond.
Hi, Allrond.
Lulin claps. Lulin claps happily.
He can't hear us from inside the hut, can he?
Nope, he can't.
Yeah.
You can just see us clapping.
Yeah,
We're like clapping and saying things, and he can't
you could stick your hands outside of it if you want.
We just stick them out.
So this is, well, I mean, I didn't want to take too much away from the original name, so I've been calling this thing the Dream Shadow Engine.
Oh.
Okay, I think I have enough pressure. Ephraim, Sumter, do you guys want to grab the dishes that I sent you to get last night? Okay. As they kind of start, you watch them pulling platters and stuff and setting them behind the barricades. He goes, Okay. Oh, this thing's so heavy. Please work. And you watch as he runs to the side of the ship, plants his boot on the railing, and launches himself over the side of the ship before taking 3 or 4 more steps as compressed air fires out of the boots, keeping him in the air.
So we made a jetpack.
So notably, it's not like he's hovering. It's like you're firing at the exact moment that he would kick off something. Yep.
Yeah.
And as he does that, the other two begin throwing dishes into the air as he turns, and as he throws his normal punches, you watch as the rings disengage, fly off the gauntlets, and destroy the platters. Almost like an engine exploding.
I really hope those aren't from our house.
They might be from our house.
They're not.
But,
we
that's
bought them.
pretty cool.
They can't hear us. We're in the hut.
That's fair. But and so while you guys are in the hut, he's kind of just jumping around the outside of the ship, shooting things down. Before about 15 feet above the ground, you watch as 2 of the rivets shoot out of one of the boots, and he makes a big tumble.
I think that Lyra's gonna cast levitate, or Lyra's gonna step out of her hut so that it dissipates, and then cast levitate as he's falling.
So you catch him at the point where, had you not dismissed the hut, he would have bounced off the top of it.
Hey, buddy, that was super impressive, actually. You should enter the Inventatorium with that thing.
Oh yeah, I can become the ruler of Stipville. King of the Stump.
Oh, well, someone has to do it.
And he's just lazily floating through the air.
Lulin's gonna jump.
Well, there'd
up,
be plenty of lumber for blast shields.
Yeah, Lulin's gonna jump up, grab a foot, and kind of just walk him towards the ground, like he's a little balloon.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I got you, bud. It's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, wait. I can test out the new feature. Can you put my feet on the ground?
Yeah, and Lulin sets him down. Pats him. Pats his
So
shoulders.
it notably only works on one of the boots. But when it touches the ground, one of the boots has spikes that fall off the top of the boot and dig into the deck and lock him in place. So he's just kind of floating with one boot stuck to the ground.
Nice.
But, I mean, it kind of went well for a first test. I mean, I gotta fix the boot now, but...
Yeah, that was
Surprisingly well.
amazing.
Well, you know, Wilhelm's been helping me a lot on it.
Wow. Well, I guess if
I
you
did
ever want me to take a
specifically
look at
say
anything-
that the picture that I saw, at first I thought you'd taken up art, but then I was like, this kind of
he
looks
gives
like
you
it.
an utter look of disgust, Newson. Just art.
But that, well, it's hand drawn.
I guess.
So you kind of have.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't draw it, so I'm gonna say I'm still not an artist.
Okay, well, I did. The second thing I said was I thought it looked like something that like he would have with the crab and everything.
Oh yeah, that's where we got the boot thing. Is he like? It seems like as he lifts up his toes, they declamp, and as he sets them back down, they lock back into place. When they declamp the first time, though, he does start to float away again.
Lulu's gonna,
Careful.
he's gonna reach up and grab him and hold him down.
You know, Lulin, I do appreciate you for keeping me so well grounded, but somebody could just drop the levitation spell.
That's true.
Kinda
I
funny,
funny, I
though.
wasn't really thinking about it. But you know, you're a little you said you wanted to. Okay, I'll dismiss it.
But yeah, no, I mean, I based the starting design for the pressure system off your engine, so seemed fitting to keep the name.
That's really sweet. You know that engine. It's a lot of bad memories for
Yeah,
me.
must be if you thought I was gonna blow myself up.
Yeah. But you know, I think it's really special that it's gonna have this new life as something useful. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's still built for breaking things, but
Yeah. But yeah,
But in a
useful
controlled
way.
manner.
I mean, you could use it for climbing. There's a bunch of other things you could use it for. I'm sure it
Yeah.
could be really useful for like a miner.
Yeah,
There's
that's true. That's true.
There's non-military applications, he says as he like holds up the gauntlet and looks at it. He goes, we just haven't looked into those yet.
Does it work well underwater?
I don't want to wear it underwater. Weighs about 60 pounds.
Good way to sink, huh?
That's true. That's true.
I don't think my doggy paddle would get me out of that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just sketch in runes of a levitate spell, but then like a water breathing stuff.
See, that sounds like more art.
Well, no, because I didn't draw it. It just giggles.
That's
On another note, I do know the spell mending, so if you do need help fixing it, I can. Just
I guess that's fair. And as he starts to say it, you hear the first mate begin ringing a bell on the deck. If you're not one of the crew, please head under. We're preparing to dive.
You got it, Potts.
Do you think we count as the crew or not?
I'm assuming
Elliot
not.
is already below deck.
I do the sail. That's crew-like behavior.
You
I think
watch
we're crew.
Lyra as Kaylin and Ember begin climbing up the masts, and they seem to like unlock something from them as they begin to swing down on a hinge.
Very cool. Okay, yeah,
I think if we
should
don't know
go.
what to do in this situation, it probably means us.
Yeah, that's fair.
As Newson kind of tromps down stairs. Doing
Newson,
a lot
as you're heading down, you see Valiantive's. Well, you hear more than see Valiantive's door open on the back of the ship as she steps out and just deep inhale of that salt air.
Yeah. Right before we go underwater.
Exactly.
Newson tenses a little bit, but keeps walking.
As you head down into the belly of the ship, you see that the coral has begun to cover the portholes along the sides.
Mm.
And that Brennan is standing inside very angry for some reason. But you see that the coral begins to cover the ship, and is anybody staying on the deck or like staying in view of the deck?
I thought we
No.
were supposed to go below deck.
Yeah, but how often do all of you listen?
I mean,
All of you
when
listen.
somebody says we're about to dive underwater, I think all of us listen.
That's fair.
We listened during the last the beach episode. I don't know why we'd stop listening now.
When as you're heading under, Breton is handing you out the little fruits.
Oh, the water breathing fruits?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do you think that these have citrus in them?
Oh, they definitely do.
Oh, that's
You think
fantastic.
I'd give you a fruit that was bad for you? Strong body, strong mind, Clear. Come on.
Strong body, strong mind. So true. Okay, I'm gonna eat this now.
Well, I guess I'll have double the citrus I need for not getting scurvy then.
It's okay, you'll
As
pee it
usual.
out.
Lulin takes the fruit and in turn gives him a strawberry.
He kind of takes the strawberry and he plops it in his own mouth and just keeps handing out. As you feel more than see the ship begin to descend. As water begins to rush over the back of the ship, and the hallway begins to fill with water.
So is being below deck just to stop us from floating away, or the current from carrying us away, essentially? Okay.
I could imagine so, yes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're breathing water. The whole thing's filling with water, so... It's not a breathing issue.
So, the ship descends below deck as you watch a couple of things that weren't tied down properly by this hungover dwarf begin to float up to the surface.
Oops.
And as the ship goes down, you feel it scrape against the bottom of the ocean. Thankfully, it has a coral hull, so it's not just going to absolutely tear a hole in this thing. But ahead of you, underwater against the coastline, you see this massive cave that you seem to be heading towards. As you're doing it, Brennan walks by, walks, more like pulls himself by in the water. And he makes eye contact with you, Newson. Oh yeah, nobody asked me if I need a goddamn fruit. Lucky I don't. You're all catching glimpses of it, because it's clear that he's just thinking it while he's making eye contact with all of you, checking on people. And as the ship sails forward into this cave, it begins to ascend again. Until, as the water drains out, you all find yourselves on a river running through an underwater cavern.
Very cool.
Wow.
Is it like... Do we have lights of any sort, or am I just like... Newson's just standing there like, the only person who can't see in this situation.
Yeah, Newson, you're entirely in the dark.
Okay, cool.
It reminds me of a comic I saw where it's like, you have to come with us, you're too important to the party. No, my friend, no. You're holding the only light source and I can't see in the dark.
Exactly. Newson puts a hand out to like touch the nearest wall, like just waiting for maybe a light to happen.
I don't know any lights. I was like realizing I don't know any lights.
Newson, You,
Well, I mean, Newson does
as
know
you're
light now,
as you
but-
touch the wall, you kind of see from the hole above you where the stairs are, there's like a faint blue glow coming from around the ship that doesn't quite penetrate down below.
Okay.
And if you all head up onto the deck, you see that the water around you is full of bioluminescent algae that is glowing as the ship travels through it.
That's pretty cool.
As you're heading further and further ahead, you can see around the edges of this cavern, and I will actually no, let me activate the scene. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, what can we see? How far can all your characters see? You should be able to just see everything.
Yes. Except
Yeah.
for one rock that's casting a weird shadow,
Which
but
shouldn't be there.
everything else is fine. I guess
Yeah, it looks
technically, yeah, all the edges of the
Wow, take a
cave,
look
I
at
guess,
this
are...
ship.
I know. I like the bioluminescent algae in the water, too.
And as you enter this cave, you see shipwrecks dotting the edges of the cave. As Valianti walks up, looks over the front of the ship. These weren't here last time we came through here.
Oh!
Do you think that means there's like a monster in here that's gonna grab our ship and toss it against the rocks?
She reaches up and touches the pendant at her neck as you watch this black energy trail across her clothes as they almost seem to harden. As she says, best to be prepared for it either way.
Okay. Mage armor. I mean, I do it every morning, but this seems like a good moment.
As you continue to navigate through this cave, the wrecks get more and more apparent and larger and closer together. As you enter a large room with a narrow channel running through the middle, and you see that this room is relatively empty of wrecks, except for one large one that seems to be piled on the only land in this small cave. As the ship begins to drift through, you watch as the wreck begins to move. Turning around before, and let me get you both y'all and chat an image of this thing.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
don't
the
forget to
map,
swap
too.
to the battle map screen, presumably, as well.
Oh, I will not. I am
I'm excited. I'm excited.
quite ready. See this one. As to all of the players and to chat, because I'm going to switch the screen before I show it. Big brain move.
Big brain.
This lumbers out. I fucked it up again. I keep hitting the wrong
Really?
button.
Fucked it up this time.
Wait, what's
This appears in front of all of you.
Oh!
Oh my
Pulling
god,
itself.
he's so cute!
That's sick as hell.
He's so, look at his little face. I don't
Pulling
think I can
itself.
hurt him.
Away from this edge. Roll initiative.
He's so cute.
Oh,
he
boy.
said the thing. He said the
He's-
thing.
He said the thing, roll initiative?
Yeah. What was the last time we rolled initiative?
That's true.
That's pretty
Well,
exciting.
It's
Well, the
very
fight with Rorin.
Where did all the other
Yeah.
NPCs go? There were more NPCs on this ship, I swear.
Why do I never remember? Oh, there we go. There we go.
There they are. Wait.
Oh,
What?
this is not an auspicious start for me. I rolled a
Oh,
I don't
nat
know
no.
how to
roll initiative?
Yeah.
It's a utility.
initiative.
God, it has
Yeah.
been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I usually go through my character sheet, but this time I felt spooky.
I was trying to do it off the character sheet and I didn't know where.
It's right next to your
top
speed.
right.
It's just called initiative, and you click on it.
Character sheet's top right, right below close.
I see.
I also use the character sheet because I find that easier.
I always use the little mini thingies.
The-
I almost never have my sheet open for just general roleplay
I mean,
purposes.
Yeah,
I think
like,
if you have spells, it's nicer to have it open.
That's fair. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
technically I do, but
As
not
this
lot.
as this lumbering giant awakens and turns to face the party, Valiant Eye begins yelling orders. Kaylin, Ember, keep the ship up. Kaylin, Ember, keep the ship up and moving. Nereus, Breton, I need the two of you in the water with Bell. Keep this thing from puncturing our hull. Alyssa, keep the ship going straight. The rest of you, get ready for a fight.
Yes, Captain.
And because of that rousing speech and one of Valiant Eye's feats, all of you are going to have a +1 to your first roll made this combat.
Ooh, fun.
That is fun. So fun and funky fresh.
That's cool. I should do something where I have to roll then.
Allrond runs to the front of the ship and just begins mounting one of the ballista. This man does not seem to have any want to get in the water, considering he's still wearing the suit.
Yep. That's fair.
Newson, next it is your turn. And I'm aware this thing is very far away from you right now.
Yeah, I'll probably just hold my action.
Okay, what action are you holding? Or do you just want to jump to the end of the turn order?
I will hold my action, or I will hold an attack, if it comes within range, basically.
Okay.
I have a couple of questions about the situation in general that I think might help other
Hit me.
people too. Is our ship currently moving? Like,
It
is she
is
trying
currently
to move
moving.
it?
Every turn, your ship will move down this corridor a little bit.
Okay, so Sky, that might help you because if it, well, depending on how fast it's moving, you might actually want to hold, like, something, because we might get in range.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm
Oh,
holding
sorry.
an attack. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I did not want to go to the end of the turn order. I'm holding my attacks for if we come into range with the nasty boy.
The nasty.
The nasty. Which it is a little terrifying how small our icons are in comparison to that thing.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
He's a big boy. Why did our music stop? No, give me more. Oh, okay, it is. Alrighty. Back to it. Brennan, like, looks around the deck, and he picks up, like, a 5-pound anchor and just begins swinging it around like a meteor hammer, getting a feel for it.
All right, then.
As this thing lumbers into the water. And faster than something this thing should be able to move, it charges. So I need a measuring tool.
Need to zoom in.
So this thing charges 60 feet, almost as if the water is not stopping its movement. As it charges towards the boat, and when it gets to the front of the boat, it stops a little bit short, and you all watch as it raises a cannon.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a line, so I just need to figure out where people's tokens are here. The line coincidentally hits all 3 NPCs. All 3 NPCs in Newson.
We.
Okay, so this... Yes?
Can I would like to do a reaction shield, and I'm going to upcast it for Newson.
Okay.
So that gives a +5. Wait, actually, I'm assuming this is the area of effect, so I don't think I'm going to
It's a straight line. So
yeah, but it gives you a +5 to AC.
Mm.
Which I don't think is going to help here, so never mind, sorry.
So this thing fires the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make it for the 3 NPCs, but Newson, I'm going to need a DC 17 strength throw from you.
Strength save?
Strength save.
Okay.
And I will roll it for all of our lovely friends.
Done and done. That's a 25 for me.
Alron succeeds. Valiant Eye gets a nat 20. Oh god, Brennan failed. So, Newson, you, Alron, and Valiant Eye see this cannon raising, and you manage to get out of the way. And you feel this cannonball rip past you, and you watch it slam Brennan in the chest. So I'm just going to go back to public rolling these things. Let's roll... Oh, I need the attack roll. Okay. And then the damage for our poor boy in the back.
Oh my god.
So, Lyra, from where you're standing, Brennan is right next to you, and you hear a bang, and suddenly he is not. As this cannonball hits him in the chest and launches him 20 feet back off the boat and into the water.
Jesus.
The next person is Elliot.
Wait, hold on. I have a new thing. Shit.
Also, this is when you're first choosing your damage.
Yeah. I was actually already planning to choose bludgeoning damage.
How dare you choose the most common type of damage that enemies
exactly.
deal in
That is
Dungeons and Dragons.
exactly why I was picking it. I was like, bludgeoning is gonna be the thing we come up against the most, so and
the cannon travels by so fast that it breaks the timbers on the deck as it does so.
No, I'm not raging. Okay, never mind.
We can say you raged when everybody was prepping for a fight.
It wouldn't make sense,
I guess it's only a minute.
I'd lose it immediately because I can't hit anything.
Well, I wonder if what this thing just did would make Newson angry enough to, Elliot, it is your turn, though.
Perfect. Elliot is going to move 10 feet, and he's going to shape water, the guy that has been launched into the water. He's shaping water to shoot him back towards the boat.
Good plan.
So you use shape water, and you launch Brennan back onto the back of the boat, and the armor that he wears on his chest is caved in.
Damn, bro. Don't get hit. As Elliot used the remainder of his movement to remove himself from the line.
Fair enough.
I think that's his turn. Actually, I guess he'd probably go to Brennan, so that's where he is.
Brennan's on the ground just, holy shit! Lulin, it is your turn.
Fun, funky, and fresh.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot.
Cool. Lulin's going to pull up. He's going to grab. He's going to grab the axe hammer, and he's going to also grab his shield of harmonious resilience. And I'm going to
The shield
cast-
you haven't attuned to yet?
Yeah, it's still a shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis at 4th level.
Okay. And that brings us... So, Lulin, you step forward as you raise the shield, and this armor flows over you. And that is going to bring us... And Lyra, you're watching as Elliot runs back, and the rest of your team runs forward. And it is your turn.
So I have...
Okay. I definitely want to move a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to have me not in a line with a bunch of other people. Yeah, okay. I'm going to also run back, I think. Oh. I'll stop measuring. Yeah, like there. And then I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do here. And okay, I think I just want to upcast Fireball to try and do a bunch of damage to it. It's not completely submerged, right? It's like standing up out of the water.
It is like cap deep in the water of this cave. This thing is
Gotcha.
huge.
Question. Here's another question. This is not rules as written. But I had this idea, which is, would it be possible to cast Levitate on his cannon arm to get him, like, to not be able to
I would
point
give
it
him
at us?
disadvantage on the rolls to attack, if that's how you decided to use your Levitate.
That seems pretty good. Okay, I think that's what I want to do.
But it's
And let me
only
see
going to be with the cannon.
Yes, yeah. I did not enjoy that cannon blast that just happened.
Neither did Brennan.
Yeah.
Everybody else did
Okay.
a pretty good job getting out of the way. Basically, the way the check works is the first creature in the line to fail the check takes the damage.
Yeah.
Big oof.
Okay. Yeah, so that's just it's just a save or suck. So it's a hello, eyes. What kind of save is this? Or wait, it loses one creature of object rises vertically 20 feet, suspended for the duration.
I don't
Is
think
it
there
not
is
a
a
save?
save.
That's insane. Anyway, okay.
It's concentration,
yeah, he has
though, right?
Yeah, it is concentration.
Okay.
Get wrecked. He has disadvantage now. That's pretty good.
In response to its cannon beginning to lift up, it is going to use a legendary action. As it reaches over its shoulder and grabs a bunch of something and throws it over the deck of the ship, as I need one of you to roll me a 1d4.
I will roll it. I am sorry. As I should have been.
So Lulin, Alron, Valiant Eye, and Newson are hit with just a detritus of seaweed and other mixed objects from this thing's back. As on the ground around them, the bones start to clack and pull together and raise themselves into skeletons.
Why'd you roll a 4?
Newson,
I'm
you can
sorry.
take that attack action.
Yep, I sure will. I'm gonna go for the one between me and Lulin, so that I have advantage.
I'm also going to reset all these tokens so they look a little better.
Oh no, they're dead.
Oh no, they're dead.
Oh no, my skeleton.
So the worst part is the ship is technically a token, so anytime I accidentally click on it as the GM, it just covers everything up. So I think that was actually the positions that everything was in.
Okay, the first hit on the one in between me and Lulin is a 20.
Roll damage.
Okay. That's 11.
So you immediately just lift your axe as one of these skeletons is rising and just smash it back to the deck as your axe shatters its bones and sprays them across the deck in front of you.
Not today, motherfucker.
Which one did you target?
The one in between me and Lulin.
Got it.
Yeah.
Needed to know which one I had to get rid of.
That one I had immediate advantage against, so, you know, gotta take that where you can get it. And I guess I'll leave the one in between. I'll go for the one directly below me for the next attack.
Okay.
Regular. That's a 15.
A 15 will hit. Roll damage.
Alright, cool. Love that. That is 11 more damage.
Alright. And you turn and just literally bat the head off one into the water as the bones collapse underneath it. And that brings us to Valiant Eye's turn, as she pulls out a rapier, puts one arm behind her back, and just systematically dismantles the skeleton in front of her.
There you go.
Elrond goes to throw a punch as it's going down, as you see something almost ethereally blue grab him from the side of the boat and pull him over the side. Newton, you can make a save to, like, reach out and grab him back.
Okay. What?
Grapple check.
Could I also make one?
You could, yeah.
Okay. And what check was that?
Yeah, I'm waiting for, like, an actual check.
Oh, no, just roll me athletics.
Okay, athletics.
Yeah, my bad. Grapple check in my brain has just become the equivalent of athletics.
Oh,
bruh.
So, Lulin, you miss as this thing pulls him to the side, and Lulin, you grab a hold of one of the gauntlets as he looks up at you, and the gauntlet slides off his arm and is in your hand as you watch Elrond go over the side of the ship.
Fuck!
Newton, it is your turn.
Alright, well...
Also, the reason the ship hasn't moved is because when this thing charged, they started slowing the ship down.
That makes sense.
The ramming option is not one they particularly want to go with their only vessel.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Ugh. I do not have a lot of good... If I move up to the edge of the ship here, can I see what dragged Elrond down?
You can. I will also state another thing, just because it's a rule that doesn't come up very often, but it's important right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, there is a rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide on page 271.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Are you both getting out your Dungeon Master Guides?
Yeah.
271. Okay, I'm there.
Okay.
Me and Rosie got her books. Hold on.
The rule is specifically called climb onto a bigger creature.
I see it right here.
If one creature wants to jump onto another, it can do so by grappling. A smaller medium creature has little chance of making a successful grapple against a huge or gargantuan creature, however, unless magic has granted the grappler's supernatural might. As an alternative, a suitably large opponent can be treated as terrain for the purpose of jumping onto its back or clinging to a limb. After making an ability check necessary to get in a position onto the larger creature, the smaller creature uses its action to make an athletics or an acrobatics check contested by the target's acrobatics score. If it wins the contest, the smaller creature successfully moves into the bigger creature's space and clings to its body. While in the creature's space, the smaller creature moves with the target and has advantage on attack rolls against it. The smaller creature can move around within the creature's space, treating the space as difficult terrain. The larger creature's ability to attack the smaller creature depends on the smaller creature's location and is left to the DM's discretion. The larger creature can dislodge the smaller creature as an action, knocking it off, scraping it against a wall, or grabbing and throwing it by making an athletics check contested by the smaller creature's athletics or acrobatics check, whichever the smaller creature chooses to use.
Okay.
So I feel like that's an important rule based on the size of this thing, and knowing that we do have martial characters in the party.
Yeah.
For you guys to know. But when you look off the side of the ship, Newson, you see that on the side of the ship under the water, you can see Breton and his father furiously fighting up what seem to be specters that are dragging themselves up the side of the ship.
Okay, so they're fighting them off.
They are fighting them in the water. Elrond has just fallen in with them.
Okay. And he's being actively dragged down?
He is being actively dragged down.
Okay. Since I'm not raging yet, then, I'm gonna cast Magic Lance at the thing dragging him down, so I can at least give him an opportunity to get away.
Okay, put that in chat for me.
Yes, sir. It is
I also just
essentially...
want to say, the dude on page 270 fucks, but is very cringy.
He's having a moment.
I haven't actually opened up the DMG in years.
Your camera's frozen in.
Yeah, I know. I can't do anything about it right now. Maybe I can turn it off and back on. That'll fix it.
Yeah, the dude looks like he could fuck,
I'm still frozen.
but is very cringy.
He's just having a thing.
Yeah, I can't fix my camera right now, so we're just gonna have to suffer through it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it still working on OBS? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
It's working perfectly fine, but I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay, roll your attack action, Newsom.
Okie dokie.
Fuck him up.
Terrible. Wow.
Would you like to use a reroll? You have 11 of them.
I also don't know... Yeah.
Actually, wait, you rolled an 11?
What? No, I rolled an 8.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was an 11. I was looking
I rolled a 2 on the fucking die.
I was looking at their AC and it said 11 and I got confused.
Hmm. So nope.
Oh. I might have just broke everything. Hang on, chat. Stand by, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Discord? Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still talking to chat. I just Discord, like, destroyed itself. I'm not dead. I'm right here.
Yeah, we were like, how could they know we're here if PT's not here?
Because PT was still talking to them.
Oh,
okay.
You didn't even
it's
realize
still
that
busted.
you...
No, I knew I died. The first thing I said to them was technical difficulties. Hang on.
Got it.
Okay. Are you re-rolling?
No, that doesn't really seem worth it, to be honest.
Okay, do you roll the second dart again?
It says the darts all strike simultaneously?
But it also says they can hit several different creatures, so I'm going to roll that you can roll for the second dart as well.
Okay. We will give it another shot then. That's a much better roll. Thank you, dice.
So you watch as your first lance narrowly dodges this creature, but the second one goes straight through it as it disappears, reforming the what you previously thought was algae along the surface of the water.
Oh, that's what all these bioluminescent things are. Oh boy.
Elrond claws his way up and, like, He's like hanging on to the side of the ship, but he's not underwater anymore.
I don't. How high up is the ship? Like,
If you leaned all the way over, I'd probably make you make an acrobatics check to not fall in, but you could grab his arm and pull him back to the surface.
Well, I was gonna use my axe to extend my grip.
Then you could absolutely get it
to.
down to him, and he could grab it.
Okay. I will cup it by the sharp side and lower the handle end to him to pull him up.
Elrond holds a hand up and grabs a hold of the handle, as presumably you just yeet his skinny ass back up onto the side of the ship.
Yes.
Okay. He kind of lands in a pile at your feet, prone, just... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Thanks, Newton.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I didn't want to... Sorry, I did grab you the first time. Properly. She, like, hands back the gauntlet.
He takes the gauntlet from you, and he just kind of, like, looks at it and fiddles with it a little bit, and just says, "Fire in the hole," and just throws it off the side of the ship.
All right.
He's not a big fan of it now that the safety mechanism didn't keep him on the boat.
You know, that's fair.
A couple seconds later, there is a massive plume of water from the side of the ship. Brennan on the back of the ship, Elliot, like, leans over and starts pushing himself back to his feet.
Very good.
I'll hold the things trying to get on here. Help your friends.
That was the plan.
And it is the golem's turn again. As it steps forward, and you just all hear a very eerie horn throughout the room. As I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'll even tell you the DC.
It don't matter.
I hope it's 12
What is this?
or 11.
What is this? How did the wizards roll so low? What?
Well,
At least I have an
intelligent,
excuse.
not wise, okay?
Oh,
we're
fuck.
intelligent.
Oh, wait.
sorry.
Elliot might
God.
actually be out of range. Elliot was
Oh,
not
shit.
anywhere near out of range.
Oh.
I mean,
I am gonna
I
just
guess it makes
quickly
sense
do
for me to
this real
fail.
quick.
Lulin,
Be
what
that
paladin
close.
things do you have on to prevent people from being frightened?
Oh,
Hold up! Don't say the result yet.
Elliot
Elliot
starting
rolled
at
an 11.
10th level, eliminates while you're not incapacitated. The aura extends 10 feet in every direction you. If a creature is frightened of you, its speed is reduced to 0.
Oh, you switched to Oath of Conquest. You're fucked. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Aura protection starting when you're a friendly creature in 10 in front of you makes a saving throw. That doesn't do things.
Well, what did it say about saving throws?
Aura conquest. If a creature is frightened of you, its speed is reduced to 0, and the aura that is.
What about your aura of protection?
Starting at 6th level, whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you make a saving throw, that creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, with a minimum bonus of +1. You must be conscious to grant the bonus.
Okay, what is your charisma modifier?
It is +1.
Okay.
I got 6. I think that tops us out at Lyra with 13.
I was gonna say, give me a sec because
He's gonna
use one of my
decide how to
divination
use his
dice.
portent rolls.
Yeah. And it's gonna be on me. I know, savage, isn't it? So my 10 gets turned into a 19.
Awesome. Roll me a d20.
Okay, you got it, boss.
Damn, that's unfortunate. If you rolled a 20, it wasn't going to exhaust your port and roll, and the Snapcaster deck was going to put the odds in your favor.
Alas, poor York, but it rolled a 1.
I know. Luckily, nothing happens bad to the deck on a 1, so...
Very good. Also, I just realized this was my first roll of combat, but the next roll could be my first roll of combat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's your total, then, with that +1 in the new roll?
Are you talking to me?
I am talking to you.
Oh, that would be a natural 20, then.
Okay, so if you rolled under a 15, you are now afraid of this creature. Which I think is everybody but Elliot and Allrond. And then it is going to step forward. And it is going to slam a hand down towards you, Lulin.
Okay.
We'll slam. Roll to hit.
My AC is 18 because I have my shield equipped. Oh, does the shield give you a +1 bonus?
It does give you a +1 bonus.
My
but it doesn't matter.
God!
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
matter.
+10!
It's also going to take 20 cold damage
Okay.
because of Armor of Agathis.
And you are going to take 29 bludgeoning damage. As
Okay.
this thing steps forward, as you feel the fear kind of wash over you, and you look up and you just see its hand built out of the mass of ships coming straight down at you. And as you raise your arms and brace your guard, it slams in and the timbers of the deck crack beneath your feet as Frost shoots up its arm. But you manage to prevent its hand from hitting the ship proper. And it is going to be Elliot's turn.
So Elliot is going to run up to here.
Okay.
If I can move. I cannot move for some reason.
You're using your ruler.
Oh, that's silly. Poor game design.
I don't disagree.
And then he's going to cast Blight, but he's going to upcast it once to be 5th level.
Alright, what's the save?
I'll tell you in a moment when it puts it in chat, and then I can read it there.
Constitution.
DC 16 con save. Oh, that's rude.
Alright, so it beats it. Does it take half damage?
Yes, I do believe so. Give me just a double check, though.
The spell has no effect on constructs?
Wait. Oh. Carry on.
Sorry, buddy.
Look, you've had such bad luck with Blight.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
It's alright.
What does this look like?
Elliot's
What does
life.
this look like then, Elliot, as you realize it's having no effect? Like, describe the whole set of actions if you cast the spell, and I'll describe the reaction to it.
Elliot sort of, like, looks at Brennan. It's like, alright, you're good. And then he sort of runs in, and he sort of squats down, throws both hands out. This dark beam of energy sort of shoots out, and, like, just sort of bounces off of this construct into the water. As he's like, oh. Alright, I'll show myself out.
This creature just looks down at you as you see just the pale blue resonating behind the eyes. And just tilts its head at you. It is going to be Lulin's turn.
Right, after getting his shit rocked. What does Frighten do again?
You have disadvantage on attacks against a creature, and you cannot move closer to it willingly.
Yeah. Got it. Oh boy.
I mean, thankfully for you, you can't get
Any farther
any
away.
closer. Yeah.
What was the fuckers plus bonus? 10, or plus 16. I am going to... Wow, I know, Earl. So spooky. Hey. Hey. Attitude. Stop it. I'm sorry, I had to be a father.
God, my camera's just getting caught on the most beautiful frames.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. Oh man. You've put me in a pickle. You've put me in a pickle, PT. And I don't like it. Fuck it. I am going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Okay.
I think it's behind the token. I clicked on this. Yeah, it's currently on its crotch.
And it's a con save?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why it just takes what, half damage?
Yes.
It's fine. 15
8
half.
radiant.
Yeah.
So you watch as this beam of light shatters through the cave and hits this golem. As the golem does not even flinch, as you watch coral and seaweed literally getting burned away on one of its shoulders. And that brings us to Lyra.
Alrighty. I have a question, which I don't mind spending an action to figure out.
Also, I need Lulin to roll me a save against the fear at the end of your turn.
Yes, that's important. But so I have a question, and I don't mind spending my action to figure this out, like either by probing its mind or whatever. I want to figure out if it can be affected by psychic damage. And so if that requires an action to figure out, I want to be like looking into its eyes.
So we'll say this. Lyra is a smart enough person that when she saw the blight have no effect on it, she would know that that means it's either an undead or a construct, both of which can't take psychic damage.
Gotcha. Okay, this limits the options slightly, so I think I'm just gonna go for a classic fireball. And in fact, I might upcast it a little bit. Let me just double check my range here. I think we're okay.
Suddenly, why I gave you all a long rest makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I would have been okay, but I appreciate it. Alrighty. I wish I could figure. Oh, there we go. That's how I upcast. Let's do it at 4th level.
I want you to make a dex save.
Yeah, and I'm gonna center it not with anybody in it, not with any of our people in it, like that. Dex save, that saves, so they're gonna
with a
have
-1. It saves.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
I'm gonna react with silvery barbs. Which means you
It fails.
It. Thank God.
Let's go.
Who are you giving advantage to on their next attack? Or their next roll?
Oh, that's a good question.
You can do yourself.
I know I can do myself, but there's no reason. I'll give it to Elliot because he's the only one.
Alright, and then Lulin, did you give me that wisdom save again? I don't see it yet, so I'm just gonna roll it for you.
Can we narrate that? I feel like that was such a cool sequence.
Yeah.
So Lyra does like shoots out a fireball. You see it start to explode, and this thing is like. Or wait, I'm sorry, I'm DMing now.
So Lyra, you throw this fireball out, and this thing turns to put the ship between itself and the fireball. As You watch Nuzin hold out a hand and cast a spell as the blue of this thing's eyes flash white for a second, and it begins turning back the other way as the fireball goes off, not only hurting this thing for 38 fire damage, but also sending it tumbling back into the water.
Thanks, Susan.
I got you.
Lulin, roll for your moonbeam again as it leaves the area. Is Lulin dead?
He's
don't
dead,
know.
Jeff.
Definitely muted. Also, I didn't. That's fireball is not concentration, so I still have my concentration on the levitating the cannon.
All good. At the end of your turn, roll me another wisdom save.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So it's going to take 26 more damage. All right.
She's
You
still
fail.
scared, though.
Yeah, you fail again. And that brings us back to the top of the turn order. As Valiant Eye pulls out what looks like a flask and drinks it, and then runs up to you, Nuzin, as you're still kind of afraid, kind of shoving Allrond out of the way, and holds the flask to your lips and dumps it in.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm not in a position to question that behavior. Nuzin will just drink it.
You have just drank Liquid Courage. Any feared effects you are under disappear, and you have advantage on all saves against being feared for the next 2 hours.
Sick.
Allrond kind of stumbles to the side as he's pushed out of the way, and the skeleton raises up his sword at it as he just grabs its head and smashes it into a knee. And gets tied up in combat with the skeleton. As Nuzin, it is now your turn.
Well, the front of this boat is very crowded. This thing is knocked prone right now.
Yes.
Would we perhaps say I might get advantage on jumping onto it while
You could
it is...
actually quite literally walk off the stern of this ship and onto this thing's back.
I will do
Damn
that.
it, that's
then.
what I was gonna do.
So cool.
It's my job! I'm the tank!
God damn it.
Look, stay safe.
So Nuzin runs and jumps off the front, steps off the front of the ship, right onto the back of this thing as you feel like the damp boards kind of giving way. As
All right.
you feel this thing grumbling and moving beneath you.
I think it is about time that I fucking raged.
I would
And-
like to rage.
To rage! Exactly. I will say, holding off on it definitely has served us relatively well so far, so I'm glad that I made that choice, but...
So
And
Nuzin,
then I'm...
as you rage, the tattoos on your arm begin to glow as the images on them spread out, and you see minotaurs with shields bracing themselves around your knees and your elbows and your neck as you feel completely immune to just getting hit. As you step down, you can't even feel your footsteps because it just does not care about that kind of force. As Nuzin tattoos begin to kind of glow ethereally.
Alright, well, time to get to work. Can I, from the point that I've stepped onto, possibly see, like, obviously this thing has, like, parts that are doing things. I'm not aiming for the cannon, but I want to get rid of the horn. Is it, like, up a mast? Is there something I can chop down? Can I take a minute to, like...
So on the front of the ship, you see this large, long horn mounted, full of seaweed and water, but mounted to the ship.
Okay. Can I don't have a good, like...
You can scramble. You're within range to attack it.
Okay.
And you're
Then
using
I'm gonna-
Q, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome.
using
So
Q.
make sure to double your damage because this thing's made of wood.
Sick. All right. Then I'm gonna take 2 attacks against this bitch. And it's an advantage, right? When
It
I'm on
is.
the back of it.
It is indeed.
All right. First one's a 24.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Should I just roll it as crit if it's double damage for this?
I'm just gonna double whatever you roll. So yeah, roll it as crit, or that works too. So 34 damage.
Yeah, 34 for the first one, and then second advantage. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
So is that quadruple damage?
You just roll and I'll put the damage in.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait, I want to know how much damage though. I want to see what, because this might be our record for highest damage in a single hit.
That is 32 crit damage.
No, I don't think that's.
Okay.
No. I got up to the 90s.
So you shatter this horn away as everybody who was afraid feels their fear drop.
Good shit.
Are you doing anything else?
That's my whole action. Or
I don't think
that's
you
all
need to
my
do
shit.
anything else. That
I
was
don't-
great.
I've done a lot.
You're enough.
As you look back at the party news, and you see on the back of the ship, Brennan is holding the rope for this anchor, swinging it in one hand, and as these ethereal ghosts are pulling them over the sides, he's wrapping it around his shoulders, elbows, and knees to build inertia, and just snapping it out at them.
All right, get it, I guess.
If you've never seen a meteor hammer, you need to go look that shit up. It's so cool.
It's so sick.
This thing with you on its back, Newson, you feel it kind of groan and roar as it sinks further into the water. And Lyra, you watch as the levitate spell on the cannon, it just allows it to drift up as it fires it at the ceiling.
Are there any well-placed stalactites or stalagmites?
I need
forget which
Newson
one.
to make me a dex save.
Mites with the M.
And I know you normally have advantage, but because you are on difficult terrain, it's going to be a normal dex save roll.
Okie dokie.
Stalagmites are on the ground because the
I also need everybody within 30 feet of it to do the same.
stalactites are on top.
Gotcha. So
I remember.
stalactites. So that's
Okay, so I need Lulin, Alron, and Valianti to make this save as well.
What was it?
That's
Dex?
17 for me.
It is a dex
Yes.
save. Okay. Newson, you are going to succeed. Lulin, you are not.
No.
Valianti succeeds, Alron does not. Neither does the skeleton. Good to know. So, I finally get to do the rocks fall on you, you all die.
Jesus.
That's exciting.
So, Lulin and Alron both take 27 damage. Valianti is going to take 13, and Newton, you realize that you did not get out of the way in time, as you see a massive rock falling at you, and when it hits you, it just shatters around you as you don't move.
I think there's probably like one of those like moments where she braces for the impact of like this is gonna suck, and then is like covered in like dust and rock bits and is like, oh fuck.
Anyways, would you like to use athletics or acrobatics to not get grabbed by this thing?
Athletics.
All right, roll it.
But
Because it is using its second action to try and free you from its back.
That's so rude of it, honestly. Imagine doing that. I am going to... Hold on, I have to, like, look at all my things. Okay, yeah. Alright. I said athletics, yes, I did.
You did. We'll roll it at the same time. Ready? I'm sorry. So Newton, as you are just kind of bamboozled for a second that you're not dead, this thing wraps a hand around you and flings you back towards the ship. So, Elliot, I'm gonna need a dex save from you.
For me,
Can
I swear, if you destroy 2 of my turns in a row, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, there goes my
Okay.
second turn in a row.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll me 66.
Who?
Elliot. Or I guess whichever one of you wants to, I'm not particular.
Well, you're the one hitting me, so...
Alright, I'll roll it. Do you really want me to roll it with how I've been rolling tonight, though?
Do it.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Do it!
That is 21 damage.
So, Elliot, you have a fraction of a second to realize what's happening as Newson just slams into you. Newson, you take no damage because you are still immune to bludgeoning. But
What kind of damage is this, PT?
it is bludgeoning damage.
And
So you're-
werewolf?
We'll say
Am
that you take
resistant?
half.
Yes?
We'll say you take half. You take 10.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
You are prone, though.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm gonna keep ruining the wizard's turns.
It's rude.
Oh, wait, I gave you advantage.
On
Which
my
I
next
think-
Oh yeah, roll
attack.
it one more time. No, it's on your next attack or saving throw.
Yeah, it's saving... Oh,
No.
buddy. I
mean,
tried.
He rolled better.
He did roll better.
So you're gonna take 10 damage. Yep. And then it is your turn, Elliot, as Newson just hits you like a rocket.
Great. So you're telling me I have to use my movement to stand up.
You have to use half your movement
Half.
to stand up.
Great. That's so rude. That's so incredibly rude. Thanks for just completely shithousing this turn.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get
No.
thrown.
And let me just move Newson back to here.
I was gonna
Oh, yeah.
say, it was very specifically PT that put you on top of me, so I don't blame
That
you
is-
at all, Newsom.
That
Don't
is
even
true.
worry.
That is true. God did this to us.
This is
Blame
God, and
God.
I am angry. Right, well, my entire plan has been foiled, so I have to think for a second.
Don't hurt yourself.
Alright, well, I can just leave then. Bye!
I'm kidding. Well, Elliot thinks so. I do need to do a bio break, so we're gonna do a 5-minute bio break.
All right, that sounds like a good
We will
plan.
see everyone in a minute. All right, we're back. Elliot, what you doing?
Elliot is standing up, moving 15 feet, and casting invisibility on himself.
Solid.
Nice.
I mean, fair.
Lulin is going to turn and just absolutely demolish the skeleton next to him.
He should also move his moonbeam.
I don't think you
To
can.
the
Can
guy.
you move Moonbeam?
You can move moonbeam.
Yeah,
I
it
played
takes,
a druid for
your
a long
action
time.
or whatever.
Then that will happen as well. And this thing will make its
Isaac,
Constitution
are you
save.
okay?
Great.
Oh.
You poor thing.
I'm sorry. My neighbor
Oh,
and I had to administer first aid. 'Cause he
I
cut
figured
himself
something
fairly-
happened.
Yeah, he cut himself
Yeah.
really bad with a knife.
Oh shit!
Okay, well, it is
everything
your.
okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He just couldn't administer it himself because he didn't have any gauze pads or like anything like that.
Got it.
Jeez, yeah.
He had like
Alright.
small band-aids, but it was fairly big.
Oh my god, Lulin in real life.
Well, Lulin,
Yeah,
it is your
literally.
turn.
Cool. I'm gonna start out with a bonus action by moving the beam onto him.
I knew you were gonna do that.
All right,
Yeah,
he
I
will
can't do
remake
that.
his dex save. Or his con save.
Can I just
He
re-click
fails.
damage?
Roll damage.
Why can't you just roll damage again?
You could just cast the spell again and give yourself back the spell slot.
Fair. Yeah, I cast it at 3rd level.
You did. It's 3d10.
That's bad. That's
Alright.
bad. I'm going to. Can I attack him from on the ship?
You'd have to move, but yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Oh. And I whackus.
Whackus bonkus. Alright, roll to hit.
This is technically my first roll of combat.
Okay, so you get a +1.
The 12?
It does not hit.
Cool. Extra attack. 17.
Lulin, you are trying to balance getting your swing and your stance properly with the rising and fall of this boat in these kind of turbulent waters, and you just can't seem to get it right. As every time your hammer's hitting, you're hearing it clang off metal.
Okay. For that's gonna be my turn then.
All right.
That's unfortunate.
Glad your neighbor's okay, though.
Yeah.
Lyra, it
I
is
mean, hey, peaks to being a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
true. Lyra, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Sorry, I should have been a little bit prepared here. What do I want to do here? I think that I want to. Honestly, just casting Fireball again seems like a good idea. Is this thing looking fairly hurt?
There were pieces falling off of it, but there were pieces falling off of it when you started fighting it.
Okay.
You can't see most of its face right now. Most of it's still underwater. Pretty much only the ship is above the water right now. Like the actual ship on its back.
Yeah. I wonder if that's even gonna. Okay. I really gave Lyra a lot of psychic damage spells. I think I am gonna fireball the ship. I feel like that's best, but I'll keep it at a 3rd level in case it.
Alright, I'll roll the dex save.
Oop.
Oh,
Roll damage.
Nice.
Nice. Normal.
That's pretty solid.
yeah.
That's pretty
There were a
good.
lot of 6s and 5s in that bitch.
Yeah.
Only one, literally only 1-1 and 1-3.
So you,
That's pretty dang good.
Lyra, you throw another fireball behind this thing that's trying to rise up, and you knock it back down into the water.
Stay down. Stay down.
As
Get down on the ground.
as it falls back into the water at the end of your turn, we hit the end of our 3 rounds. And you watch as along the side of the ship facing kind of perpendicular to where you are, cannon hatches open. As Valianti yells, "Everybody get down!" And everybody is going to have advantage on this deck save. But I need to figure out what a 60-foot cone is. Which is everybody. So everybody make me a deck save.
But at advantage.
At advantage.
Bruh, what?
Advantage.
Okay, the save was a 16.
Oh,
So Lulin and Elliot, you succeed. Elliot, you're going to take no damage. Lulin, you're going to take half. Because you nat 20, which I'm basically taking as Lulin ate the blow for you.
Okay, sure.
That's a lot of damage.
Also, before this is decided, Lyra's gonna use her reaction to put her ward in front of Nuzin. So,
Before you waste that
oh, okay.
on me.
The cannon was force damage.
Oh, okay, it's force damage.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and do that.
I was also going to make the argument that I am directly in front of Lyra, technically.
You can make Lyra succeed and take half damage.
I will do that then. Yes.
That's so cute. You're like, I'm going in front, and Lyra's like, I'm gonna put my ward in front.
Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
So what does your ward do?
It just absorbs however much damage my ward has health right now.
And how much health does your ward have right now?
Let me tell you. Where's my character sheet? Oh, it closed. Okay. My ward has 28 hit points on it.
Okay, so the answer was not nearly enough.
Yeah, but it takes the 28.
It
at
does.
least.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to roll.
how much damage was that?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay,
You ready?
sure.
Oh my fuck.
You know when you just killed Lyra? That was funny.
Well, it's half damage for Lyra.
Okay.
42?
Lyra, you're taking 42. Newson, you're taking...
Down to 7.
How much thing does your... It has 28 health?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, so Newton, you're taking 57.
Okay.
Elliot, you're taking none. Valianti is taking half. Elrond is down. And Brennan is almost down. As this barrage of cannonballs scrapes across the deck, breaking masts, shattering barrels, throwing wood timbers and everything. Newson, you watch as this ward appears in front of you before one of them shatters through the ward. Lulin, you turn around, you wrap yourself around Elliot as one hits you in the back, as the entire top deck of the ship is just shattered.
Okay. I can at least help Elrond. I cannot do anything for
Brennan. But
Brennan's still on his feet, just barely.
okay. Well, when I see Alron take that damage, let me make sure that I can't do this. Yeah, singular creature. Okay. Yep. All right. So when I see Alron take that damage and start to go down, you're gonna see out of this, like, sort of out of the tattoos, these guardian minotaurs are going to kind of jump out of these tattoos and take a sort of ethereal form, and they're going to, like, encapsulate Alrond for a moment and take some of that damage for him.
All right, roll me 3d6.
Which is 9. That was not a bad roll.
So, Newsy, you watch as these flow out from in front of you and take form in front of Alrond, and even against this barrage, you watch as they shatter one after the other before a cannonball hits him and still sends him to the ground.
Yeah, but
he took less damage.
Yep. I'm looking for not full dead.
Valiant Eye is going to charge forward and jump across to this thing's back, stabbing with her sword. Which is going to be... Oh, wait, I can just roll it for her, can't I? It's going to also be sneak attack. I don't know why she doesn't...
My turn is after the ship's turn.
The ship used a legendary action.
Yeah.
Oh, carry on.
Which that's 2 now.
It is. It has a singular one left.
Yep.
Sorry, I have to put an item in Valiant Eye's inventory because apparently the weapons didn't transfer over from when I made the sheet.
Tragic.
That wasn't supposed to do that either. You gonna load the items? Thank you. Let's need a normal one. God damn it. Where did Valiant Eye go? Oh, she's below the golem, isn't she?
I still see
He's
her.
at the golem for
Yeah, I
me.
still see her.
Yeah, I have a different screen than y'all do. For
But
reasons.
yes, I guess she would be under the golem.
And it does nothing because I just realized she doesn't have a magical rapier. Okay.
Oh no!
Ooh. Valiant
Valiant
Eye.
Eye.
Classic mistake.
Alron's gonna make a death save.
Oh.
That is one fail. Alright, it is Newton's turn.
That's me. It's time to get back on that guy. Whee!
Get back on that guy.
Get back on that guy.
So,
Okay.
Newton, you land on the deck of this thing next to Valiant Eye, and she looks up at you. How do we kill it?
Dab better.
Get her.
So helpful. I can see you really took your strategy training to mind.
Hey, at least I've got a magic weapon. And she pulls raises Hugh up. Is there anything else I can see that I can actively disable? I can't really do the, cannons, necessarily.
Not on the top deck.
Not on the top deck. I'd have to go, in Is there a way to go inside of it?
You will not find a way, but you could make one.
All right. You ready to go below deck? Newson lifts the axe like high above her head and slams it down on like a weakish looking board.
Roll to hit at advantage.
All right. That's another nat 20.
Roll damage.
All right. With Hugh again. That is 33.
You swing this axe down, and when it hits the deck, you feel the magic release as about a 10-foot area under you and Valiant just explodes into splinters, dropping you two into the belly of the ship.
All right. What is in here?
You see, wrapped around where the anchor used to be, there is a bunch of bones tied, like seemingly strapped together around it in a cage, and in the center of it, you can see a pulsing blue heart, about the size of your chest.
Newson sees that, looks at Valentine, goes, "That's how you kill it," and runs up to do her second attack on that.
All right, roll to hit.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Yeah, let's see another. Let's see it. That
see
would
a
be
second one.
incredible. Still at advantage.
It is still an advantage.
Okay, not a nat 20, but a 26.
Pretty good.
There was a 1 though.
That was a 1 and a
There was a-
17.
Roll damage.
All right. Oh, that was a horrible damage roll for me. Wow.
You swing your axe down, and it hits this cage of bones and chips it, but these bones are a lot stronger than normal bones should be, probably having something to do with the magic.
Yep.
All right. And it is Brennan's turn as he, barely standing, Lyra, you look to your left after you cast the fireball as you see a glowing hand come over the side. And as a screaming, rotting, like ghostly face comes up after it, you just watch this iron anchor pass through its head as it disappears and the like plasm falls back to the water.
Thanks.
And it is the shipwreck golem's turn. The shipwreck golem cannot get at either Valiant or Newson, so it is going to stand up and make a roll at disadvantage to shoot at it in a straight line from Lulin to Elliot.
Why would it shoot there?
Because
Why
you're
would
the
it shoot
closest
there?
thing it can see, and Alron's down.
But it can't see me.
Oh yeah, I guess it's just shooting
Invisible.
Lulin then, because he's the closest thing to it. And Lulin
guess it
has
does.
been fucking it up with the moonbeam. Actually, no, you're right. You know what? You make a very good point. It's going to go after the person casting Fireball. Rosie, give me a strength save.
Oh god, I don't think it's gonna matter. Even if I succeed, I'm down. But that's okay. Strength, or well, actually, sorry, he's rolling this with. Oh, wait,
Oh,
is
yeah.
this his cannon?
This isn't the line cannon. So I guess he's
Oh,
used 3
okay.
legendary actions, so he's out of those.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
I
I will roll the attack at disadvantage
save.
then. You don't need... you will have to see if you get knocked prone, but does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, give me that strength save, just to see if you get knocked 20 feet back and prone before I roll the
Okay.
damage. So, Newson, you don't see this from inside, but you feel something wrong. As you hear the cannon fire, and Lulin, you watch it fire past you, and Elliot, you see it. As the as Lyra, you look back from where Brennan just killed this thing, and the cannonball hits you in the shoulder, flipping you and throwing you into the back of the boat. You are not off the boat, but you are downed and prone. It is now Elliot's turn.
So that big old cannon arm that he's holding out in front of me now,
Yes.
seems like the perfect bridge, which Elliot is going to walk across to get onto the get onto the hull
Okay.
of the ship, and then he's going below deck.
See a nice big hole.
So, Elliot, you drop down below deck to see Valianteye trying to keep her balance and Newton just hammering away at this cage of bones that surround this beast's heart.
So there's sort of a cage of bones. Can Elliot fit his arm between the bones and reach the heart?
You absolutely could, but are you sure you want to do that?
Well, no, I'm never sure I want to do anything.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I need to figure this out real quick. Okay, so Blight does nothing because it explicitly does nothing, but necrotic damage is not likely to not do nothing.
Correct.
Great. Elliot's gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
So, Elliot,
And in
you
fact,
reach through these caves
I think he's gonna upcast it.
and you touch this blue heart. And before the spell
gonna
has a
cast
chance
it.
to go off,
No.
everything freezes. And Newton, you watch as these two brightly glowing white eyes appear next to you. As Elliot, you see this ship, you see the crew, you see how it sunk, how all of its crew members died, how it was tasked to defend the treasure, and how a new captain has come. As this heart begins pulsing white, and this thing, Newton, and you and Valianteye feel it as this thing goes limp. Lulin, you see it. Elliot, roll damage.
Okay. I'm upcasting it to 6th because
Fuck it.
Elliot is sick of this.
In that
Yeah.
case,
Elliot's
then
like,
Elliot,
this guy needs-
in that case, then Elliot, how do you want to do this?
Oh shit. I think that Newton and Valianteye would watch as these eyes sort of appear, and Elliot sticks his hand in as the heart turns black and just absorbs into Elliot's hand.
As the three of you are inside of this, it is dead, but combat is not over.
Now we gotta get out.
It begins to collapse around you. Lulin, it is your turn.
Lulin is going to, seeing this, Lulin's going to run to Alrond, pump 5 lay on hands into him, and then I'm going to cast heal. No, I can't cast Healing Word on Lyra because she can't hear me. She's unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
What the fuck?
Choose
I
one.
still, as long
Lulin.
as nothing hits me,
Huh?
though, I do have at least one. Even if I fail the next death save, I don't have any. Like, I haven't done any yet, you know?
Yeah.
So,
What was that, PT?
He said choose one.
Choose one.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm going to. Actually, no, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands Alrond because they can't make it to Lyra. And do that. So I'm gonna heal Alrond, bring him back up. He's gonna gain 5 HP.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run back to the ship. And toss down a rope.
Okay. Lyra, it is your turn. Give me a
alrighty.
death saving throw.
Let's do
Roll
that
it to me
natural.
privately.
Okay, I see. Private GM roll.
What happy memory goes through your mind as you are laying here unconscious on the ground?
I think that Lyra is remembering their day at our at our lake hot spring at home, like stretched out with a book while everyone is splashing in the water.
Okay. Back on the ship, Valianti grabs the rope as you toss it down, Lulin, and she turns around and she looks at you, Newton, and you see a split second of hesitation before she yells, "Come on, let's go!"
Ladies first.
Just get out of the goddamn ship.
Elliot goes first.
I was about to say, Elliot
Yeah,
will
oh,
go
yeah.
first, but his turn isn't for like another few rounds, so...
And she's
I
going
will-
to grab the rope and pull herself up.
Yeah, I will, like, one arm... Because presumably Elliot is right next to me since I was attacking the cage. I'm obviously not going to leave him in there.
But
I
you
will
also
take, like,
can't see him because he's invisible.
Oh, yeah!
I thought that you became uninvisible when you did
Only
damage.
his eyes did.
No, I thought that was...
Oh, yeah, I
thought-
guess when you do make an attacking roll against another creature, you become visible again. That
Yeah,
is
I
the
think it's
spell's
just whenever
wording.
you do damage, so... I wouldn't have seen him until it happened, or, like, until
Yeah.
it happened, and then I was just like, the fuck?
Until the spell ends.
I think it's when you do
No.
damage.
The spell ends when you... Oh, yeah, you're right. I cast a spell. You're right.
Greater invisibility
okay.
lets you cast.
That's what
freely.
I was. It's
Yeah.
only because I was playing. Oh yeah, greater invisibility would be different.
That
okay.
makes sense.
So then.
So, yeah,
yes.
you literally saw Elliot appear as he crushed his hand, and the heart went black and sucked in to his fist.
Back on the ship, Alron kind of pulls himself to his feet, and he makes it a couple of steps before one of the blue things drags itself over the side and tackles him onto the deck of the ship. Newton, it is your turn, and you're grabbing Elliot.
Yeah. I'm like. Like she looks at Elliot and goes, "That was sick," and like scoops him up with one arm and like starts to climb with like the other, basically.
All right, you manage to get Elliot back onto the deck of the ship as you're watching the cave itself begin to shake and rattle as if it is destabilizing. As small rocks and dust begin to fall from the ceiling. And you see the crew of the Steady Grip, seeing this thing drop, is trying to get the sails back up as fast as they can. Brennan collapses from strain because he didn't get attacked in the last round, so that ability doesn't trigger. That thing is dead. Elliot, it is your turn.
So I'm back on the deck, and there are blue things attacking Alrond right now, right?
There are.
Lyra is down.
Yeah, you can see Lyra, like... Actually, roll me a perception check to see if you can see Lyra crumpled amid all the debris.
I was gonna say...
Yeah, she's way at the back of the ship.
Perception.
Oh,
Well, I guess
good
you probably
one.
can.
You managed to see Lyra
Your
at the back of
eagle
the ship.
eyes! Or should I say owl
But
eyes?
I know... But Alrond also just barely got... He was just downed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
And
down
also, I
when you
can't
went in the
reach.
ship.
Yep. And so he's gonna run up to Alrond and probably going to cast.
When you run up to Alrond, you hear voices from the water around you and from this blue thing in front of you just, "Captain, Captain, 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 Captain," as this thing looks up at you and stops.
Elliot's gonna point to these far rocks at this edge of the cave and go, "Regroup! Over there!"
As this thing turns and jumps off the side of the ship, turning back into that ethereal blue as it is now all streaming across the room.
He's
Alright,
gonna help Alrond
combat
up.
is officially over now. Lyra, give me one last save for during combat.
Yep, yep.
Alrighty.
Public.
You all make it back to the ship as this cave begins to collapse around you. And you narrowly get past. They manage, like, you can see this thing, this and the rocks on the other side scraping the sides of the ship as it goes through. As you continue on. You guys can move freely now. Combat is over.
After helping the two up, Lulin's gonna just yell out, "Somebody pick up Lyra!" And
Newson's going.
yeah,
Newson,
And then-
roll me
Y'all
a
have to
perception
say-
check to see if you know where Lyra is.
Okay. Will perceptify. Terrible perception.
and then Lulin's gonna
I
help.
think
Yeah, I think you don't immediately pick up on where she is, but when you see Elliot running very intently towards a certain spot, you pick up on it.
Alright. I too am going then. I will just follow Elliot, presumably.
Then Lulin's gonna look at Valiant Eye, as he's clearly fucked up. You good?
I'll be fine.
Lulin's like
Not the first
hunched
time
back
we've
like a
tangled with
shrimp.
something bigger than the ship. First time it's had cannons, though.
Yeah, I don't like fast things.
Then what are you doing to bring Lyra back to her feet?
Good question. I'm so good at medicine. I'm a pro medicationer, so
so medical.
very, very medical I am.
Remember we were all like, we're gonna help Lulin out. We're all gonna take a class in medicine.
Yeah,
So-
and then we didn't get to take classes.
Oof. It's okay. We're just not cut out to be doctors.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Newson's gonna probably just straight up drop you and kneel down and try and stabilize her.
Roll me medicine.
Alright.
Lyra, roll me a death
terrible.
save.
Jesus. Just kill Lyra.
We still have.
Shall I do another death save?
Roll me a death save.
Alrighty, let's go. Oh, sorry, I accidentally rolled the other one. Oh, this one. It's a secret again, though.
You watch Newson as Lyra begins to breathe softer as she seems to stabilize.
Wow, I had to stabilize on my own. That's embarrassing, guys.
Wait.
As
As-
far as I'm concerned, I did a great job.
As the ship sails away, and that is where we will end our session.
Alright.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to all our wonderful players. Thank you to Paradoxical Otter and Cool Brolbert for the follows. Thank you to Vital for the resub, and thank you to Sky, as always, for the raid.
Hell yeah.
What a session.
Yeah.
What a session indeed.
Finally got some
Can't
combat
believe-
again. All of you will be leveling.
Let's go.
Yo.
Okay, I need to remember to do that.
But thank you to all of our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by
Isaac 182 on the internet.
That's what I say.
100.
And what was your favorite part of the session?
My favorite part of the session today was Elliot getting denied a chance to do combat twice. It was great.
Yeah, but you really
classic
made
Elliot.
that.
It
You
really
made that
stays in
last one
character.
count.
It's true.
Yeah.
Elliot did make the last one count.
did.
Elliot wasn't helpful in combat until Elliot put himself entirely at risk.
Yes. That
That's true.
True.
That's character development.
that's character development.
That's character development.
Look at him go.
And then we have
Look at him
Lyra
go.
Dream Shadow, played by
Hello, I'm One Rosie CS on the internet, which is what I say and not what Isaac says.
Oh my god.
Yeah. My favorite part of the session today was, in fact, the unplanned surprise combo from Lyra and Nuzin, where we had the I'll protect you with my body and I'll protect you with my arcane word. That was
So cute.
I don't know if we could have done that better. And also, like, it just happened to be so good mechanically.
Yeah, literally.
Like, really good mechanically. So, anyway, also it saved Leo's life, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And then we have Newsin Worldwalker, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. My favorite part of the session was telling Valiant Eye to stab better.
That's fair.
That was good.
And then
That was
smashing
good.
through the deck of that ship.
You gotta stab better, proceeds to not stab. And then last but not least, we have Lulan Boldspeaker, played by.
Me, Brambo. My favorite part of the session was flirting with PT.
As always.
Always happy to. And as always, everybody, I am PT, your disaster tour guide. Thank you for joining us on the disaster tour. We will be back tomorrow night doing something, but that will be decided by the poll in the Discord earlier in the day.
Whoa.
It's either going to be
You
Rip
guys
World, where you guys are the colonists, or we'll just play some more Dino game.
Woo!
But I will leave it up to chat. For now, everybody, I'm going to send you on over to Glitched Rune, who is playing some Remnant from the Ashes. Oh no, they're playing Remnant 2, which I might be joining them on for some guest streams soon, because I love that game series. Alright.
Just type, we survived.
Just type,
Yeah.
we survived.
We survived.
Alright, everybody, that raid is up. Be sure to go check it out. We will see you all again tomorrow. Until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar's so low. Have a great rest of your night. And I feel like the end screen really encapsulates this one today.